Hello, good evening and welcome everyone to the Rainbow Six Pro League here live from the ESL studios in Sydney. My name is Gogo Gadget and joining me for our first studio broadcast tonight is Mr. Sam Monkey Fist Royals. Monkey Fist, mate, how's it going?
I'm doing great, mate, and yourself?
Very, very good. Excited for a nice evening of Pro League action, I think.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah, so we've got some awesome games coming up tonight. Of course, for those of you who are regular viewers of the Rainbow Six scene here in ANZ, you may recognise Mr. Monkey Fist here as a familiar face. I'm jumping in for the ride tonight and over the next couple of studio broadcasts. I'm hoping we can have a bit of fun.
Definitely.
So let's take a look at some of the earlier matches in our league so far. Group A, this is one that you've been covering over on R6 ANZ.
Yep. So, of course, on the very first play day, we saw Corvidae and Oracle Empire, which we all, anyone who was predicting or knew anything about the scene was going to say open shut Corvidae win, which, we saw. And probably the same for Scylla Mindfreak. I rate Mindfreak a lot higher than I would Scylla, and, same story there. However, last night we had a bit of an upset. Well, for some people...
Yeah, that was interesting, wasn't it?
In my opinion, yeah, Mindfreak were practicing strats behind closed doors and had some ideas, and maybe Corvidae took it a bit too... I wouldn't say they took it casually, but maybe they just weren't prepared for it, and we see Mindfreak come out on top of that one, so... Yeah, it's a bit of a shock.
Bit of a shock, and it's crazy to think that some of those Mindfreak guys, they've only recently come from playing Xbox and playing console to play on PC. I saw a tweet from their manager, Naked, and he was saying that a few months ago, some of their players, they hadn't even picked up a mouse to play Rainbow Six with, which in my mind is just crazy.
Yeah, well, I suppose it shows that Rainbow Six isn't just the Twitch shooter that, some people bill it to be. It is about that tactical and, mindset behind it and, the game knowledge as well. It's so important.
Yeah, absolutely. And we move on here to Group B, which we will be covering tonight. But first up, why don't you talk us through Match 1 and Match 2, which we have already had played out.
Yep, so Taboo and Outlaws, once again, open shut, and Athletico Dedset open shut. In my opinion, the top 4 teams were pitted against the bottom 4 teams. Yep. And, those top 4 teams in my books all came out on top. So I suppose there's a bit of a skill gap between those teams. And I suppose that's what we saw, or, well, what I feel we saw.
Yeah, well, there we go. And, of course, that leaves us with tonight's matches. We've got Taboo and Athletico up first, coming up very, very shortly. And then that one is going to be followed by Dedset taking on the Outlaws. Now, Sam, let's talk a little bit about our first match tonight, Taboo and Athletico. We had some differing predictions going into this, but, well, why don't you talk us through who you're predicting to win and why?
Well, I'm going to say Athletico are going to win 2-1 as opposed to your 2-0.
I'm going with 2-0, I think, yeah.
Yep, I'm going to say Taboo are going to get at least a map. They've, I feel like, they were going down a bit, but, they've picked themselves up a bit, I feel. And, they're not going to win it, but they're going to at least have a map in there.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, well, look, I'm only going with 2-0 here to Athletico, basically just based on their most recent results against Taboo. They played against them in the Open and Invitational ANZ Cups, I believe, and I think both of those ones, I believe, were 2-0s in favour of Athletico. So look, I wouldn't be surprised, to see an Athletico 2-1 here, but maybe we'll even get a 2-0 to Taboo. Who knows? Let us know, guys. Make sure you get on the Twitters with the hashtag R6PL. We've been getting a lot of good Twitter traction lately, Monkey Fist. Yeah. There was actually one play last night which has absolutely exploded on the ESL Australia Twitter. Make sure you check that one out. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is, but it involves a camera, and well, you've got to see it to believe it. Put it that way.
Yep.
So, moving on to some maps, thinking about what we're going to be seeing tonight. And, I'm sure we might have a few new viewers to the Rainbow Six Pro League scene. Why don't we kind of run them through what maps we might expect to come out from these two teams?
Well, I would say Athletico are going to stick away from those newer maps. So Skyscraper, Coastline, maybe Border, but I know that's one they really like. That being said, they have played Coastline before, but I'm not sure if they had only picked it just so they could, play a game and not give away strats for something more important. Right. I know both those teams love Oregon, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that come out. But then again, I think it's, they're both teams, it's their strength. So, why would you play to your opponent's strength when maybe you can try something a bit sneaky there?
Fair enough, yeah.
Consulate is another map that's played a lot between these two teams. Okay. In the past, and I've seen, both teams come out on top of that one, so that could be another interesting one to see. Clubhouse, of course, strat heavy, it's going to favour Athletico, so we might see that one, and Chalet as well. So I'm going to predict we're going to see Chalet, Clubhouse, and Oregon, just because it's going to fit the play style of both these teams. They like to do strats, maybe Athletico a bit more so, and yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, and I guess maybe they might just default to those kind of more standard maps, I guess, particularly because, we've got the new operators in these teams. Obviously, have had a couple of weeks to potentially try and get a feel with them, but you were saying that maybe they're not super comfortable with all of the new strats that might be popping up with the new operators yet. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I'm personally hoping that we, get a sneaky Cafe Dostoevsky in the mix there, just because I like saying it, but we'll have to wait and see what these teams locked in. But yeah, having another little think about the new operators coming in. Obviously, we've got 3 coming in here for Operation Blood Orchid. Why don't you talk us through, I guess, on some of these maps, which of those new operators we're expecting to see, if any?
All right. Well, last night from some of the games we saw, especially in Oregon, we saw Ying picked quite a bit. So her ability is she throws out a cluster flashbang, right? And we saw Mindfreak try a few executes using that flashbang. However, that was almost immediately countered by the smoke canisters coming out from smoke. So, yeah, I don't know. We just have to wait and see how it develops. And then, then we can see what's the best way forward with these new operators. We also saw a lot of Ella play just because, good gun, she's fast, her gadget is so annoying.
Yeah, the Grismot one.
Yeah.
I look at that and that is hard to say because, it's GRZ, the spelling, but I think you guys have got it just about down pat. But, yeah, so looks like we do have a lot of new strategies that could potentially be coming up here. I'm excited to see them. And, I guess aside from those, new operators that might be coming in tonight, why don't you let us know what the tried and true ones are that we're always, expecting to see a couple of in these sorts of high-level games?
Yeah, well, we're definitely going to have to see a Hibana and Thermite. Like, I probably don't even have to explain that to most of the viewers.
Yeah.
They need a hard breach, something that can break through those reinforced walls or hatches. Probably going to see a lot of Ash play. Like, Ash has, got that fantastic gun and, everyone's jokes she's 5-speed. She's so hard to hit and she's got the small hitbox. So, in terms of gunfights, they might be picking that one. I know, for example, Mookie on the side of Taboo, that's his main, and Todd as well on the side of Athletico on attack. So we're going to definitely see a Blackbeard. He's going to be holding down those angles. Neophyter,
yeah. I was playing a bit of Blackbeard last night, actually. Yeah. Don't think I was quite as good as these guys, but give it time. Give it time. We'll get there, I'm sure. It's a Neophyter.
Yep, Neophyter on Athletico. He's their Blackbeard main, so he's got some skill using that one, I suppose. I know, for example, Taboo recently changed their roles around, so I think Fnatic's now on Blackbeard, but we'll have to wait and see when we get in the game, I suppose. In terms of defense, hopefully, I suppose the tried and true ones, Jaeger, Bandit, etc.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now it looks like we've actually got the map picks coming out here. So it looks like Athletico going to be going with Border there, Taboo, Oregon, and Consulate. So
yeah.
What do you make of that?
Well, I suppose the Border one doesn't really surprise me. I know it is a strong map for Athletico. I really haven't seen much of Taboo on it. And then the Oregon pick, I know it's Taboo's best map overall. And then Consulate, as I said, played off in between these two teams. So
an expected one there. Okay, well, it's pretty interesting to see there. We do see as well that Athletico will be starting on the attacking side. Of course, for those that may not know how the map pick process works here in the Rainbow Six Pro League, one team will pick a map and then the other team obviously gets to choose what side they start on. And that could be a pretty big deal when you're coming into these high-pressure matches, can't it?
Yep, so obviously we can see Taboo have decided to start on defense first. And, we were talking about it before. If you're going into a high-pressure situation like this, defense you can kind of take a bit more calmly. Like, they have to come to you. Like, of course, you can play aggressive. Do some run-outs or something like that to throw them off guard. But, I suppose defense is kind of how you can ease yourself into the map rather than, on attack where you have to go out and do something to win the round rather than defenders can just sit there and win the round.
Yep.
So
yeah, just make it a little bit easier to, guide themselves into the first match tonight. Of course, this is the first match that we're broadcasting from the ESL studios here. And, there's a good chunk of change on the line. I think it's almost 30K for our season here in APAC. And then, of course, the top winners, I believe it's top two winners, I think.
Yep, top two from the whole APAC region.
From the whole APAC region, yeah. They're going to be heading to Brazil for the finals. So that is very, very exciting, and an even bigger chunk of change over there in Brazil for everyone. So I think that has got to be these teams' goal.
Yeah, definitely. I suppose in terms of how the ANZ region is going to hold up against Asia, I think we've got a fairly good chance. But, we're going to have to wait for the land to see who goes. And, I suppose whoever goes from these teams, I'll be back in the ANZ scene to get there.
Absolutely. You got it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You've got to back the ANZ scene. And as long as we don't see too many more camera incidents, should we say, then I'm sure that these guys will pull through. But I think it is getting just about time to jump into the game very, very shortly. But just before we do, you're mentioning some of the newer operators, Ella, we might be seeing here. I'm a bit of a fan of Lesion myself. I've had a bit of a crack at Lesion, but do you think he's suited for competitive play at all?
Well, some people like to argue that he's more suited for competitive play. I think Lesion as a site anchor rather than Ella as a roamer can have more impact in the round, especially like those goo mines can really stuff you up. Like if you step on one, you can't run, you have to like stop losing health and like, yeah, I don't know. I want to see how this meta develops. I'm pretty excited for that one.
Yeah, well, absolutely. I mean, you were saying earlier, of course, that it has been basically 6 months since we saw new operators introduced, you know, and now we've got these new 3 from Blood Orchid, and they really are, like you said, maybe shaking up the metagame a little bit and keeping things fresh. So that's of course always what we like to see, and I think it's at the point now where, because they've been out for, you know, a few weeks, teams are starting to get their bearing on them, starting to kind of figure out really what they can do. Or it's not like, you know, a week 1 patch where people have no idea and are either too scared to pick it or pick it and have no idea how to play them. So, yeah, I think it's a really good time for us to actually be jumping into these high-level games, you know, like our first one tonight. So.
Yep, should be good. Should be good.
Yeah, and obviously our second game tonight as well, we can touch on that. It is going to be Dedset versus Outlaws. You were mentioning that those 2 teams may be on the tier below Athletico and Taboo in terms of their general kind of level.
I suppose it's more of like the top 4 teams have played together for a long time, whereas these lower tier teams, if we want to call them that, haven't been playing together for as long.
Right, so they don't have that synergy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Well, look, either way, I think that one should be a pretty close one as well. We'll get to our predictions later on for that, but I have just been informed by our fantastic ESL admins that the teams are jumping onto the server. Once everyone is in, then we should be able to get it underway and running. But look, overall, we've got some good games, and of course, our next game tonight, Taboo and Dedset and Outlaws, that game means a lot for those 2 teams because the loser...
Going home.
Going home. That's it. So you definitely don't want to be losing that one, I don't think.
Yeah, no, well, we saw Oracle eliminated last night. It was a very scrappy match, and, you know, that's what I think we're going to see with that one as well. So, you know, it's fun in that way, and maybe some more cameras, so let's see.
Yeah, more camera plays. I need to get on Twitter, and hopefully we'll have some fantastic moments tonight rather than the fantastic, well, I guess you call them fails from last night. But look, we did actually see some good action last night. We saw, I think it was a 4K from Mindfreak on a shotgun. I forget who it was. It was
Aces. Yep.
Aces.
Aces missed the ace, unfortunately for him.
So close, so close. But you know, everyone should definitely check out the VOD of that match, which is on the R6_ANZ Twitch channel, I believe. Yeah, definitely check that one out. Very, very top match. And, you know, like you said, that one was a bit of an upset with Mindfreak winning 2-0.
Yeah, well, I like to think that Mindfreak have that winning mentality. Like, they were the top team on Xbox for such a long time. And maybe Corvidae kind of underestimated them. They have lost to Mindfreak before, so I wouldn't really see that maybe as an issue there. But yeah, Mindfreak have that, you know, that synergy. They've, you know, incorporated these PC players into their Xbox lineup, and is working really well for them.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can't argue with a 2-0 against Corvidae. Well, you know, I guess some would say the best team in the region.
Yeah.
So there you go. You can't argue with results. And, of course, lots of these, or a few of these teams, rather, are just coming off the back of the ANZ Invitational, which, for those that don't know, happened a couple of weeks ago right here in our studio. Fantastic event. And that was run, I think, with... or it was just after another studio gig, so it was busy for us in the office, but it was a good kind of introduction for the ANZ scene, I guess. Yeah, because correct me if I'm wrong, you know, you're the ANZ scene expert, if you will, but have you guys had kind of mini LANs before?
That was the first LAN.
That's the first LAN. Yep. There you go. There you go. So good for those 4 teams to get a bit of LAN experience under the belt, I'd say.
Yep.
There we go. So for now, though, we're going to be playing online very, very shortly. I have also just been given an update that we're just waiting on 2 more players to join the server, and maybe they're tucking into a bit of dinner before the before the match. You know, getting stocked up. I think we've got some Uber Eats or something coming soon. Oh, so yeah, I'm pretty keen for that after this game. But of course, we've got to get through the game first, and well, that might not be an easy one, particularly if it goes to a 2-1, a best of, well, a full 3 games in the best of 3,
and it could go to overtime match point. Could be anything.
Yeah, there you go. So that should be pretty interesting. But how often, for those that may not tune into the broadcasts every week, how often do we see these matches going that long, going into, you know, the full 3 games and into overtimes?
I don't know. Well, as you could see from the games we've already had in the Pro League, not a single one so far has gone to the full 3 matches.
Yeah.
I suppose that could also be to do with the fact, you know, it's the top half versus the bottom half. You know, games, you know, probably written before they were played. Well, maybe. But yeah, I think when teams get the momentum behind them,
they
try not to slow down. And yeah, I don't think I can remember the last time we saw a 2-1. Well, at the ANZ Invitational, we did have the full 5 matches and a best of 5. So
well, exactly. There you go. That was a bit of a stonker, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Cracker of a match, and I'm not sure where the VOD for that one is, but I'm sure it's floating around somewhere. Maybe it's on our Twitch channel where we're streaming right now. Who knows? But either way, definitely worth checking out if you're a fan of ANZ Rainbow Six Pro League. And I mean, speaking of ANZ Rainbow Six Pro League, it is, I really think, so awesome that we are, you know, jumping into this with so much kind of support from Ubisoft, really helping the ANZ and, of course, the greater APAC scenes out. You know, we've got the Japan division, for those that don't know. We've got the Korea division, the Southeast Asia division, and of course here we are in the ANZ division. So, you know, it really is a multinational, well, obviously global league as well. And, you know, we might have some fans out there tonight who have been tuning into the NA Pro Leagues, the EU Pro Leagues, who have a few different teams, obviously.
Yeah.
Different play styles, would you say?
Well, I suppose they always like to say Brazil is that very aggressive play style. I suppose I would maybe say NA have that more fluid, whereas, you know, I know Europe, they've put a few teams out there with tons of strats, and like, I think it was in the very first year, in like the 2nd or 3rd season, there was one team with a 60-page strat book. Like
60-page strat book?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that sounds a little bit insane. Like, you know, I've seen a few different teams from a few different, you know, games and whatever come with, you know, a little bit of prep done, maybe a few pages of notes, maybe some scribbles on like a printed out map or something, but a 60-page strat book, that is... Whew.
It's a very in-depth game.
Well, that's it. Like, I mean, like you were saying, these Mind Freak guys who played yesterday night, you know, a couple of them hadn't played on PC and until a few months ago. So it really is that game knowledge. But it looks like we're going to be jumping into the game now. Time for the operator picks.
All right. So it looks like we're starting out in Oregon. Athletico on attack, and we're going to see a kitchen dining hall defense coming out. I'm not sure if that's they're just trolling us to start off with, or what's the go there.
Oh, yeah.
But I think it may be we were meant to be starting on border. That might be the reason why they're not. Yeah, there we go. I think they're leaving.
Oh, yeah,
they can see us again. Yep.
Oh, well, lucky we've got some fantastic mugs for everyone to see. I'm sure no one's bored of seeing us yet.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. That was just such a good little tease, but I'm sure we will be jumping into the correct map very, very shortly. Guys, do not worry. But what we were talking about before we jumped into... Well, actually, let's talk a little bit about border and some of the operators that we might be expecting to see there. So, starting off with, let's say, Taboo. Your picks, who are they going to be going with for operators?
Well, obviously, first off, they're most likely going to be attacking the top floor, the Armory Lockers Archives bomb site. We could see Athletico decide to go downstairs, but I really doubt it. So they're going to probably need a thermite if they're going to be opening up the Armory wall there. Probably going to see some Buck. He's going to open up from below.
Okay.
Blackbeard to hold down the angles, of course. We might see Glaz. I know Deals likes to play Glaz on the side of Taboo there, so that could be something we see. Yeah, that's what I'm predicting, but, you know, they can do what they want.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, we were talking about Taboo as well a little bit earlier, and you were saying that a few of their guys to look out for, we've definitely got to keep an eye on Emo Rin. Am I saying that right? Emo Rin?
Emo Rin,
Emo Rin, yeah, exactly. There you go. So, because he actually is one of the few players in the league that we know of that plays with, like, a very high mouse sensitivity.
Yeah, it works for him somehow. I cannot do it for the life of me.
No, there you go. I mean, yeah, I guess sometimes it is just personal preference. You know, I met a guy back in the day a few years ago when I was casting a different game that he had some insane mouse sensitivity. It was like 6,000 DPI, you know, something absolutely insane like that.
Yeah.
And you could guarantee that every single game he went into, was FPS, he would come out with top frags.
Yeah.
You know, drop the 30 bombs, just absolutely crazy stuff. So, look, it definitely works for someone, but looks like we are getting in now. We're on border.
Yep.
Let's go.
And, okay, so we are starting with Taboo on defense and customs inspection supply rooms. That's really not like a bomb site that is meta full stop. Like, Border has 4 separate bomb sites they can choose from.
Yep.
And, you know, this is probably the 3rd pick out of all 4. And, you know, they only have to use the 2 in the whole game. So let's see what they're throwing out here for us.
Well, I'm liking the Athletico Capital pick.
Yeah,
of course. Capital, GLHF coming out in chat there from Fnatic. And Neophyter says, no thanks.
Love it.
Oh, that's brilliant. But, yeah, I'm a big fan of Capital. I actually ended up getting him last night and, you know, darting around with the crossbow, just like flaming people or just spamming the smokes. Very, very, very fun.
I suppose what's standing out to me on these picks, we're seeing a Castle come out. So he's going to probably try and funnel them into some choke points or such.
Right.
And, of course, the Mirror to take advantage of that. Pulse to scout out their positions. He's going to have, you know, legal wall hacks. And then, of course, the Bandit is probably going to sit behind the mirrors, make sure that it's not going to get opened up as easily.
Okay.
And then on the attacking side, we're seeing Todd on Thatcher, which is really out of the ballpark pick. I would not expect that full stop.
Yeah, I mean, why go for Thatcher with the EMP grenades, obviously? What do you think the reasoning could be behind that?
I suppose, you know, it's just easier to open up the armory locker's wall rather than going in below, but they've also got the Buck, which, you know, could do the same job, because that's what they would be expecting them to go the top floor first. Okay. Now, obviously, from this setup, we are seeing a lot of top floor presence. Like, literally no one's on the bomb site right now.
Right, right, that's interesting.
And, so yeah, they're going to defend on top very heavily, and I'd say they're going to try and defend through the floor, and, you know, from above onto them trying to get access to the bomb site. So, yeah, we're obviously going to see, you know, a duel for the top floor coming out first, or, you know, they may try and push side. But maybe that's exactly what Taboo want, and, you know, Athletico will be playing right into their hands.
Right, well, there you go. Taboo obviously cruising it out on the defensive side. The Athletico guys have spotted the bomb. So nice little bit of knowledge there for them. And it's looking like we are going to be seeing here, this is Crude getting on the cameras. Oh, no, he was getting on the cameras. Maybe not now.
No, the pulse sensor, so he can sense the positions of players through the walls.
Oh, the pulse sensor,
yep.
Of course, yeah.
Yep. So he's going to try and find where they're playing and, you know, maybe aggress on that information. But I'm sure Athletico are just quite shocked right now as to what they're doing. And they might not have a strategy on how to attack this. And, you know, this could be pretty puggy. And I suppose that's maybe the way to counter Athletico, because they rely so much on their strats. So,
well, there you go. It makes sense to me. Neophyter here on the Blackbeard.
He's taken a bit of damage. I wonder where that could have been from.
He's still got those shields up, obviously. Blackbeard with the 2 kind of gun shields, if you will.
Yeah.
Protects him from a nice bit of headshot damage.
So there we go. Todd's been spotted through the wall there by Crude Ninja, and he's pinged out his position. The drones are also coming in, and I think Athletico are going to probably try and force these guys out of the top floor before they start heading towards the bomb site.
Oh, yeah, there we go. And looks like Todd, they're pushing in, trying to get a bit of a spray. That's not going to hit Emo though. Neophyter goes in with one of the grenades, and it's not going to do too much. Emo peeks him and goes down. Good shots there from Neophyter.
So we see Mookie running away. They've given up this spot of the top floor, and I think that's the part they're open to giving up. They're going to hold the security room where we see Neophyter firing into more heavily.
Right, and we've got Crude out there with the pulse sensor. Once again, he's not going to be spotting anyone just yet. Oh, he goes down. Who was that? That was Todd.
Yep, over by the front door here. He saw him running away. I believe he was pulsed out. I don't know why Crude went for that. But yeah, it's a 5-on-3 now. It's looking pretty good here for Athletico so far.
Yeah, 5-on-3, so definitely looking pretty strong for them, as we do see Todd just hovering over that bomb site. Does see Mookie goes down. So that's going to turn it onto a 5-on-2. Taboo with a mountain to climb to come back into this one.
Well, they've got 30 seconds remaining. If they're going to win this one, it's probably going to be from time. And we see the Capital bolt come out. He's going to have to reposition here, Fnatic.
Bit of burning damage. I believe Does about 30 DPS, the Capitale bot, if I recall correctly.
2 on 3, just like that.
Oh, there you go.
Well, 3 on 1, and there we go.
That's going to be the win. Okay, so nice attacking win there for Athletico. You can see the final kill there. Neophyter coming down the Blackbeard. He actually did quite a bit of work that round, Neophyter.
Yeah, well, that's what kind of people are going to use the Blackbeard for. He's like the wedge. Like, you know, we can put him in a spot, we can start moving forward, and, you know, he's going to take the firefight. If they go for the one-shot headshot kill, he's probably going to, you know, survive that for a bit longer when he can kill the enemy that's peeking onto him. So, yeah, first round going to Athletico, and I suppose it's more of to do with the fact that Taboo tried to throw something out left field, something that we don't normally see. And, you know, there's a reason why.
Upper floor.
Yeah, there's a reason why the other bomb sites are, you know, picked more often, because they work, and that one really didn't, because it was a 5 on 2. Very little hope for them to win that one, and they got it down to a 5 on 3. Sorry, a 2 on 3. But yeah, I think that's where it ended.
Yeah, there we go. So, time to jump into the prep phase now that we've swapped over. Athletico going to be on the defense now, and Taboo on the attack.
And they've gone for that top floor that I said we're going to see first up.
Okay, so a bit more of a standard strategy here coming out from Athletico.
Yep.
Seeing some walls being put up there.
The operator selection, it's interesting to see Todd's gone for the Ella. I did say if he's going to pick the Ella, it's going to be him. So, yeah, it looks like he's read my mind. He's going to play that aggressive, run on out, you know, try and, you know, cause the attackers havoc while they're trying to, you know, head towards the bomb site. And we're seeing, like, lots of opened up walls, especially into the fountain area. That's pretty interesting, and let's see how that plays into this one.
Right, we saw Todd as well getting a few of those Grismot mines out just on the couple of the entrances to the building there. As it looks like Moogie's going to be jumping on the drone for a second. No, comes back out. Spray's not going to be hitting Neophyter there. Moogie going to be pushing up a little bit, actually. And
yep, he's going to take down the camera through the barricade.
You know, it just shows you how much game knowledge these guys have.
Yeah. He's going to drone it out, but yeah, we can see 3 members of Athletico are defending this armory lock. The break room and security room. Todd has been spotted out, but Mookie's going to run through this door, and he's going to get hit by the Grismot.
Oh yeah, it's just waiting. Moogie, of course, going to be on that Ash. It's like getting out those breaching rounds, but deciding not to go through them instead, just jumping back on.
And we see Neophyter holding that position by the mirror. He's going to have a lot of vision towards the door Moogie's going to come from as well. And we're probably going to see Todd peek up at the same time. So Moogie's walking into a bit of a trap here if he decides to go through this door here. They are probably going to, you know, try and aggress from multiple angles all at the same time.
Okay, we can see Fnatic here as well on that Blackbeard. Here's some... Oh, in the meantime, Neophyter's actually picked up Moogie and Emo. So like you said, excellent trap sprung there by the Athletico defenders. That's going to hurt Taboo. Drop down to 3 attackers still alive. Now, Crude looking for a way in there.
Yeah, he's decided he's not going to go through the same way. It's just so hard to get these guys out. If you're going to do it, you need to do it from below, open up the floor below them and start shooting them from below. But, you know, they didn't have a buck on their side, so it's, you know, there's not as much floor they can open up. And there we go, Neophyter with another one. That's Crude gone 5 on 2. And, you know, this is looking like a repeat from last round.
Yeah, it's going to be so hard for Taboo to come back into this one. Only 1 minute left, and there we go. Deals goes down there. Todd with a nice frag. Oh, Fnatic actually puts 1 on the board at least for Taboo using that Mark 17 on Blackbeard.
He's so exposed right here, though. He's going to die any moment now. Well, we do call him the clutch master, but even I'd say this is hard for him to come back from. Yeah, he gets some shots onto Neophyter. Not going to be enough, though. Neophyter takes him down, and that's going to put Athletico out to a 2-0 lead so far after the first 2 halves. 4K for Neo that round. Very nicely done.
Here we go. So, overall, a good start here to Athletico on border. They're looking pretty strong. Do you think now that we're getting it swapped around again, we might be seeing Taboo going a little bit more of a standard?
Yeah, I really doubt they're going to try the same thing. And look, there we go. Armory Lockers Archives has been locked in, and Moogie is picking up the Ella this time.
And we got again the Thermite as expected.
Yep, Athletico are going to run the same attack operators every round. That's how they like to play, because they don't want to be thrown by something left field like what we saw Taboo try and do in the first round, going on a different bomb site. They want all the operators they need every time, no matter where the defenders are defending.
I like that. Yeah, I like that actually.
It's a good idea. It does limit you in some respects, but I don't know. I suppose it.
Yeah, they just favour the kind of stability of it, and they know, okay, you know, this is what we can do, this is what we can't do. And obviously they can do quite a lot because they're 2-0 up at the moment. Got 17 seconds left in prep time. We seeing any crazy walls here? It looks fairly standardish.
It's kind of the opposite of what Athletico were doing. So they opened up the walls that Crude and Deals just reinforced. And they were holding that all from security with that long range, well, from mirror all the way back in security. You know, I suppose Taboo were just doing, you know, the old tried and true, but that's not really working against Athletico because they're busting out all these new strategies that, well, semi-new, I should say. Like, I've seen a few of them before. And it's working okay for them. Well, they're smashing Taboo right now, I suppose.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not really working for Taboo to keep doing what they've been doing. Maybe, you know, they let Border get through, knowing it's a map they were probably going to lose, but they didn't want to lose on a different map or something. I don't know.
And interesting to see that Todd's, you know, going to be going again with the Thatcher. Felt that wasn't a problem, I guess, in the first round, or enough of a problem to swap that out.
Yeah, well, it's worked for him so far, and yeah, as I said, he's going to be picking it every round now. I don't think we're going to see a change-up unless one of their attack rounds really goes badly.
Yep.
Oh, Mookie.
Mookie getting dropped down low. They're very, very low by Neophyte. Neophyte has just been doing so much work on that Blackbeard there.
He probably should have killed him there, though.
There we go.
He's downed him, and he's going to pick him back up, and he's going to have more health now.
There you go. Good, smart play there from Taboo. As looks like we are going to be seeing all those EMP grenades going off. Not going to be hitting too much there. Oh, can he see a Neophyte? Can he see the...
Not through the mirror unless it's broken down, in which case it can see him, but he can't shoot at him, I suppose. Yep.
Through that black mirror. That's right now. Neophyte not wanting to push in. Oh, they go for the wall. That one's going to be going down. As Fnatic just sitting on the bomb right now with Moogie. All three in this room for Taboo.
Yeah, we're going to probably see Athletico try and push in. It's going to be a bit of a shooting gallery, but I'd say they're going to be taking control downstairs as well and shooting up through the floor. Okay.
Well, there we go. See a bit of smoke coming out there.
It's going to delay their push, and it's coming out very early. And it looks like they're trying to not peek, but peek at the same time. Like, they're itching to peek. They want to take the fight here. But, you know, it's not going to be advised against Neophyte on this Blackbeard. Here we go. Mookie's just inching forward.
Look at that. Look at that. So close. But, see here, Neophyte, he's playing this one pretty well. Moogie, so tempted. You can just see him edging towards. Oh, Schmeared there,
so yeah, there we go. From below, he's used his shotgun to break open the floor and also destroy the mirror. So now they can shoot through it as well. Oh,
good plays. Good plays there from Athletico, as we do see user picked up.
That's the last smoke grenade used, and they're going for the plant now. Emo Rin's sure of that, and he's pinged it out as well. And Todd, Sykes is going to go down, but Todd's going to trade one back, and Spaz is going to take one before we see Neophyte fall as well. What is it now? 3-on-3.
Okay, 3-on-3 at the moment.
And time's running out. They're going to have to start moving.
Yeah, look at this. Emo Rin, he's in some trouble. Crude going to be taking down Todd. Fnatic taking down Spaz there. And now it is a 1-on-3. 0 seconds left. So that is going to be a defender's win.
Yeah, Schmeared was all the way offside. He was downstairs. He had no chance in that case unless he was going to get 3 floor bangs. Probably not going to happen.
Well, exactly. He's no aces.
Definitely not. So there we see Taboo put their first round on the board. It was an interesting round, but we didn't really see Taboo do anything new, but neither did Athletico. And they seemed to just spend a lot of time like opening up that wall when they probably shouldn't have. And then, you know, it still took another 30 seconds before they started opening up the floor below as well. This is not what I really expect from Athletico. But moving forward into the next defense round, and they'll be going downstairs. They're changing up their defense operators.
Okay, yeah, there we go. So, got Jaeger in there.
So I suppose defense is the one where they know they can change their operators depending on the strat because they know where they're going.
Yep. Jaeger, obviously, I like Jaeger. Nice little gadget, the active defense system, of course. Block out a few nades from...
Interesting to note, we haven't seen a Ying come out yet. As I said, we saw Mindfreak try some executes with the Ying. And I think if they'd taken Yang last round, for example, and they'd tossed a few of those gadgets in while Todd was going, Silex was going for the plant. Right, flashed up anyone in that was behind the mirror, which is where he died from. Flashed anyone that's going to be peeking, and like if you wait a couple of seconds, toss another one out, they're going to get flashed again. So like that could be an interesting adaptation we could see, but as I said, it's not on Athletico's cards to change up their operators, but.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Okay. Well, looks like they're going to be moving in now. Crude, Mookie, and 2 others from Taboo.
I find it quite interesting that so many have spawned on this side of the map. Normally they're going to try and take security control first. Oh, Deals just lost his Twitch drone. Yeah,
there you go. That's going to be going down there. But,
I don't know what he's
what's
trying
he
to
doing
do.
there? Yeah,
he's tossing up his second one. That's what he's doing.
There you go. Okay, so he gets the second shock drone out. Going to be using that. Might get a nice little zap on one of the Athletico defenders.
He's going to go for the mirror. There we go. He's taking it down.
Nice.
So now, they can shoot back through it. And so yeah, they're trying to take control of the top floor. And I suppose they're taking it from this angle rather than from the security room angle, which is probably a more standard thing. And so far, they're doing all right.
Yeah, I'm liking this play. It looks like they're kind of systematically going through rather than just rushing in, obviously, which is nice to see. And Fnatic here on the Blackbeard. Clearing out a few of the little destructible walls. Oh, Schmeared, he can't quite.
The head's just underneath.
Yeah. Oh, it's like almost a pixel away from Mookie, just decapitating him with bullets on that sledge.
And their positions are known. I'd say he's going to toss a grenade in their direction. There we go. He's got a chance to get a double kill here. No, they're going to fall down, and the ADS system is going to take that one down. We see Schmeared go very low thanks to the Blackbeard covering that cross there.
Yeah, okay, so Schmeard's not looking too good at the moment. And we do see Emo in here. It's actually going to be spotted. There we go. Nice kill there by XGN. And that ump is going to pick up Deals. And
they weren't watching their flank. That was a pretty silly mistake there.
Yeah, and XGN not going to be going for the reload yet either. Good trigger discipline. He does see Emo in, and there we go. That's why he doesn't need to. Picks up a second in the form of Emo in.
Just silly play. They really need to gather the information of where he is exactly. We're going to see Crude trade him back though, and Moogie's going to go down above. But I think Silex has won the round for him there.
Yep. There we go. So with 48 seconds left, we've still got 4 Athletico defensive operators alive. Only 2 of the attackers, Taboo, left up, and well, Crude and Fan, they're going to have to pull off something pretty good to hold out for another 36 seconds.
Oh, well, we see Neophyte has seen through the floor. Crude doesn't manage to land his shots, unfortunately. But, Fnatic has taken down Schmeared elsewhere.
Yeah, there we go. Good shots there from Fnatic as we see Crude looking in towards a bomb site there and not going to be spotting anyone just yet. It's going to be a drone that goes down. Yep, 18 seconds left.
They're going to jump in and they're going to go for it, and they're probably just going to walk into the shooting gallery. Here we go. Crude's going to run right to this window. In he comes.
Yep, there we go. That's diffuser down. Not good. 7 seconds left. Yep, there we go. Athletico, again, looking very strong.
Yeah, so I suppose it's only that one attack round where they haven't looked too good. And maybe if Taboo had gone that in the first place, we could be looking at a 2-2 scoreline rather than this 3-1 we're looking at right now. So could have been, the nail in the coffin for this map. Let's see.
Yeah, well, let's find out, I guess. And we see the scoreboard there. Neophyter up the top for Athletico. 6 kills and only 1 death so far. In the meantime, over on the Taboo side, it's 5-3 for their top frag of Fnatic, who's going to be rocking the castle this round once again. And I don't see too much in the way of different operators. We're going to be seeing, the Valkyrie again there on the Taboo side. Always like a little Valk cam myself.
Yeah, it's so important for the defenders if they want to, gather the information themselves. Like we always say, Rainbow Six is an information-based game.
Yeah.
Gather what information you can, and you need to use that information to your advantage.
And that's exactly what Valkyrie does, of course. With those, the black eyes, as they're called.
Yep. So I was also seeing Mookie back on that Ella. Let's see if he can do any work with it. Yeah, I still keep thinking back to Taboo's decision to go downstairs on the less favoured bomb site the first go. Like, hasn't really worked out for them so far. We are seeing Deals open up the armory wall here. He's probably going to stick a mirror on the little office there and defend from inside using the open wall to his advantage. So,
okay,
he's going to try and hard hold that. Probably come back to site when he needs to.
Okay, that's yeah, that's interesting there from Deals. Taking out the secondary shotty, making a few holes in those ones.
Yep, he's going to chuck one black mirror in here. Or maybe he's going to blow the hatch first. There we go. Yep.
Easy. Okay, so now in the meantime, on the attacker's side, Athletico, Todd, once again, going to be rolling with a Thatcher here, the L85A2. Nice British-made assault rifle. And Neofighter again on the Blackbeard, jumps on through. Not going to be met with too much resistance all the way out there. Moogie's actually been knocked down pretty low.
Yeah,
so
I just saw that. Where'd that come from?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm trying to figure out who was near him. But either way, Moogie's hit the deck for now.
They seem, yeah, but they seem pretty confident of his position. Neofighters pinged out that that's where someone is behind the half wall there. So, Moogie's not having too much luck, is he?
Not having too much luck at all, as it's looking like Moogie there. Going to be jumping through, helping out Fnatic in that room. As Todd still just waiting it out. I mean, Athletico, they do have, you know, a minute 40, so they've got a bit of time to play with, but we don't want to see a repeat of their last loss on the attack here.
Yeah, well, Mookie just escaped from that half wall. They send a Capitao arrow over there to force him out, but he's already gone, and no one's there to pick him up as he's moving.
Yeah, maybe a mistake there from Athletico, as we can see. Looks like Deals here. The Black Mirror is still up, and that is going to be Moogie getting revved back up again. A little bit more health.
Once again, second round in a row on defense.
Ooh, lots of action happening near that bomb site there, but well, we can see Fnatic running through it. He's going to be shifting positions a little bit. Spaz there on the Capitao, going to be pushing in with Schmeared for Athletico. We're trying to look for some picks. There we go. Crude is spotted, and that's going to be Schmeared taking him out. Athletico have a window in.
50 seconds to go, though, and they haven't really cleared the top floor too efficiently, I feel. But, you know, they've got the man advantage. If they get the trades going the right way, they've got this round as well.
Okay, well, Taboo still with 4 operators left up. So it definitely could still go either way. 30 seconds left, though, so time is ticking for Athletico. We can see Moogie here is going to be peeking in slowly, checking his corners. In the meantime, oh, can Schmeared spot him? No, Schmeared can't see.
Well, that's his teammate.
Oh, sorry, yeah, that's his teammate, of course, of course.
We've got Moogie coming up for the late flank, though. He's going to stab someone in the back, and they're completely unawares of his position. There we go. He's gotten one, and he's just going to run away. He's not going to try and aggress on their misinformation. Spaz has dropped, taking down one, but no, he's not going to pick up the other one. And it's now the man advantage for TB, and there we go.
Look at that. There you go. Taboo staying in it there with a nice few kills to end the round, and yeah, deals with the last one. Let's take a look at that. Yep, there we go.
Silex was trying to plant in the corner there, but no, Deals was privy to that information. So 3-2 now.
This is looking pretty close.
Yeah, a bit back and forth. We've only seen Taboo win defensive wins, defensive rounds, and the same goes for Athletico, except for that first one where Taboo changed it up. So they could go for something similar. We're going to see Athletico go back to their favoured Armory Lockers archives. We're going to see a pulse from Todd this time, no Ella. So looks like they may be running a different strat to what we saw in the first round that was so effective. Yeah, well, let's see how it turns out. Obviously, going to be trying to use that heartbeat sensor there at Pulse offers, and we'll see how that works out for them. I remember playing back in beta with the heartbeat sensor. They were the days. So it's looking like right now prep time. Just going to be used with Neofighter. We can see him there up the top of the scoreboard. 6 kills, 2 deaths. He hasn't moved though, has he? No. Six kills. No, he was on that last time we checked as well. Yeah. So it's like Schmeared there for Athletico. So yeah, they're doing a completely different setup. They're putting a bit of their utility over in the security where, you know, they focused so hard on holding last time, and now they're just completely changing it up. I don't know why. If it works, like, why change it? But, you know, maybe they're just trying to keep Taboo guessing. Yep, maybe. So we're going to be seeing prep time end there. Deals getting in with a bit of a drone, trying to get some info. As Emos is going to be rappelling up there, not going to be seeing anything in the way of early pushes from the defenders. We haven't really seen too much aggressive play from the defenders here on. At this level, like you know, we always say that the aggressive defensive play, like running out of the building, really favours the attackers. And like, you know, at this level of play, the attackers should probably be winning that most of the time. But,
yep.
Sometimes, you're not expecting it. That's when it hits you. So, they're always going to expect it. And, yeah, I doubt we're going to see any aggressive play on this map. And definitely not from Athletico. It's not their play style.
Fair enough. So we do see Todd here for Athletico, just getting a reload there on that 45.
He went for a C4 through the floor, I think, as they were trying to make their way into security. But I think Mookie and Emos seem to be hunting him. You can see Crude and Emo's drones heading their way. Mookie's going to be trying to pressure him as well.
This is looking a little bit dangerous for him. Yeah, getting closed in on a little bit. Emo, and he does spot him. Maybe gets one shot in towards him, but it's not going to be enough to save him, as it's going to be Schmeared picking up Mookie, and Mookie picking up Todd before he went down.
So yeah, Schmeared's trying to support from above through the holes in the floor, so that was very nicely worked. They weren't able to save Todd, but a 1-for-1 trade is good enough at this stage of the game, I'd say.
Yeah, take it. So that turns it into a 4v4 now at the moment. We're going to be seeing a Claymore pop down there from Emo Rim. And Fnatic there on the Blackbeard, trying to do his peeking magic. Seeing if he can spot a wild Schmeared in the wild there. It's not going to be happening just yet.
So we saw Spaz playing nice and close. They was maybe thinking of doing a bandit trick or maybe running around when they weren't expecting it, but Fnatic was covering that all the way. They've gained access to the bomb site with a whole minute to go, so they could be pushing in very soon, but not when Neophyter's taking down deals like that.
Yeah, nice kill there from Neophyter, getting a kill with the Vector.
Yep,
I believe.
Vector.
Seeing a lot of nice 45 cal SMGs coming in here.
Neophyter's been taken quite low though as he's been peeking. He's going to try and use his C4, and Crude's going to take down Schmeared. Neophyter's all flashed up, and he's managed to survive that. But at the same time, Imorin's taken down one and another. It's all up to Silex now, and this has flipped around very fast.
Yeah, there we go. So right now we're seeing Imorin just peeking around towards that bomb site. Oh, XGN takes out Crude. That was nice little frag there. That's going to mean that only one Athletico member, XGN, is left up. He's going to have to work some wonders here. The bomb
there we
down.
go. Oh,
the
no.
Claymore. Oh, no. Oh, so there we go with that. That's going to even it up for Taboo.
He should really expect that Claymore, but it's not normally placed in that position. Like, it's normally placed off to the side a bit. But yeah, that looks like that was just a straight up mistake. Here's like, maybe they had
under so much pressure, I guess.
Yeah, they probably knew that's the position they'd be sitting in. He's like, wait, I can get a sick flank on. Let's go. Yep. And it wasn't in the moment there, but it's completely evened up the scorelines, 3-3. Yeah, 3-3. We're seeing a very close game here on Border. As we get the next operator picks in. What have we got? We've got an Ella again there for Taboo. Mirror, Valk, Bandit, Smoke. So nothing too crazy on their side. And Athletico running the same ones again. Yep. Same lineups, yep. Like a good Capitao though. Capitao, Blackbeard. I want to see them utilise Capitao more for when they're going for their plants though. Like, yeah, I feel so. Yeah, he hasn't really had much of an impact on those with those gadgets with that crossbow, has he? No. So like, maybe if they were to chuck the Capitao bolts in some spots while they go for the plant, so like the defenders have difficulty running out and peeking them without taking some damage, or also using those smokes to cover up where they're going for the plant with. But yeah, they've been picking him every round, but they haven't really been using his utility much. So yeah, interesting. I mean, I guess Capitao, he does of course have the what is it, the Para AR, which they're all running with. I mean, yeah. I like the M249, but I know it's bad. But I still like running with it. But no, the Para's pretty nice. You're not going to be seeing now though. Athletico slowly pushing in towards the building. There's Todd there on that Thatcher once again. Going to be taking down that camera. It's down. Yep, there we go. One shot into it. Seals it. And getting on the drone for a second again. Chucking an EMP. So yeah, they're very worried about the Grismont mines when they walk through that door. So that's what that EMP is going to be doing, taking out any Grismont mines that are right above that door. Well, smart move then, I guess, to go for the Thatcher if that's one of their main concerns. So. Yeah, well, maybe that's why Todd stopped playing the Ash. Wow, Neophyter's picked up Moogie nice and early, and we also have Neophyter down for that. Oh, yeah, and outside Fnatic there. Taking down one XGN. He's going to be outside. Maybe wanting to try and help out Neophyter. Does get the stun out, and he's going to be rezzed. Yeah, that was it's a 1-for-1 trade in the end, and I think there might still be another one in here. No, it was just Mookie here. And if there was, they've probably pieced out a long time ago. So they seem to have wasted a lot of time for the attackers there just by being there. And wow, where did that one come from? Ooh. The outside Grismont.
There you go, an XGN. He's a lucky man. No one there to capitalise on it, but he is dropped pretty low. Was that did he just flash himself? Yeah,
he's probably trying to send it inside, but that wasn't to be. And he's also tagged up quite heavily, so that could play an impact in the rest of this round.
Yeah, not good news, but still alive at least, as you see Fnatic there getting a gas grenade.
Yeah, there's still a minute to go, and they're starting throwing those out. Like, that's normally a tad too early. Like, they've only got 30 seconds of denial all up.
Right. So you'd like to... Oh,
Schmeared downstairs, yep.
Yeah, Crude's just taken down Schmeared. So nice little kill there for Taboo. Athletico now down to just 3. And, of course, that XGN, I think it is very, very low. So we'll be seeing them spotted out there. We know Taboo there. They see them. But that's going to be a nice kill there from Fnatic. Taking down Neophyter. Todd peeks again. Fnatic with a second. Emo finishes them off. And Taboo take the lead for the first time.
And they're on match point now.
And they're on match point now. What more could you want? It's all falling into place, Monkey Fist.
It's very interesting. Like, it seemed like, you know, Athletico were in cruise control.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
They were going to take this strongly, but Taboo are fighting for it. And look, there we go. Fnatic on 10 kills. He's got double more than the rest of his teammates.
Yeah, he's going huge. Really big on that Blackbeard. Neophyter as well. Neophyter's doing really good work for Athletico. It's looking like, in terms of lineups, pretty much the same. Habana, we're going to be seeing there. Habana and Thermite and Ash. So,
yeah, I'm not quite sure why Taboo run both Habana and Thermite. But you know, it's worked.
Yeah, well, exactly. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Athletico go back to their very heavy security defense. But, you know, judging by where Neophyter's putting that mirror right now, I could be wrong.
Yep. Oh, it's interesting. Neophyter be running out a little bit there. We do see a few floors destroyed. Neophyter making a few nice little holes in those walls. Todd going to be throwing up a wall.
I almost feel like they're playing this like a scrim. They're just trying out different strats, just throwing up and seeing what happens. But surely that's not it, though.
Well, exactly. You wouldn't think so. This is a pretty important match for them. I mean, it'll send them send the winner into, I think obviously the next round in the upper bracket, which might be the final round in the upper bracket potentially. So there we go. Emo in. Going to be rappelling up that wall, throwing himself out a drone, and running into some barbed wire.
And we're seeing a completely different attack strat here from TB as well. So maybe, you know, this is exactly what Athletico predicted. That's why they've changed up. Looks like they're just going to brute force towards the A-bomb site here.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, B-bomb site. I can't read, apparently. Oh. Fnatic going for that, you know, lucky tap through the barricade. Doesn't hit Schmeared, though.
Yeah, well, worth a try. Worth a try. As we do see Fnatic jumping down, he's going to be relocating a little bit as XGN there. Going to be getting one of those remote gases out pretty soon. Well, he's just about. There we go. He's playing that smoke pretty well so far, I think.
Oh, and Schmead's taken down Emo Ren somewhere. Moogie's run right into sight. He's going to take down Silex here. And he's going to start to get wallbanged as well by Schmead. But they've got sight, and Dills is planting right now. Oh, Schmead's going to take down Moogie, however, and the diffuser has gone through fully.
Oh, 3 kills for Athletico in a row right there. Only 1 left on the Taboo side. That's going to be Fnatic. Can he pull off something miraculous?
If he does, it's going to be him, though, but it's not looking too good as he's already lost his first shield there. Going to see Spaz jump on outside and take him down.
There we go.
And there we go. That'll be going to overtime.
4 apiece. It is overtime. There we go. So, Athletico playing that one nicely. And Taboo just not looking quite as sharp.
For me, that was more of Taboo, you know, I've seen them do this before. They're so close to winning it. They're just going to go for a balls-to-the-wall strategy of just rush in there. And Athletico just, you know, took them down easy as you like. Like, they didn't gain any map control, really. They just decided, let's all jump in and hope for the best, hope we can get the kills. And Mookie did some work just sprinting right on in there, taking down Silex. But then he missed his next shot, and then we just saw the kill feed just light up with Taboo members going down. and it was up to Fnatic. Admittedly, they didn't get the plant, but like, it's no use if it's just going to be Fnatic in a 1-on-4.
Yep. No, exactly. So, into the first round of overtime here. And for any of our new viewers, why don't we quickly explain, Monkey, just how the overtime system works here in the Rainbow Six Pro League?
So we say, you know, in a normal time it's first to 5. However, overtime is going to be first to 6. So we're going to see potentially 3 more rounds. If each team wins 1 more, we're going to see 5-5 overtime match point. So whoever wins that final round will take the map. Interesting to note going into this round, though, is that we're going to see Athletico decide, well, let's go and defend downstairs straight away. And, you know, they've been favouring that top floor. They're given the choice of where they want to go, so that's what overtime does. They've decided, well, yeah, let's just go downstairs.
Interesting. We'll see how it works out for them. There's, you see Castle there, played by XGN, knocking up a few force walls. Always a pain to deal with in pubs. For me, at least. Oh,
yeah. More of a hindrance than a help most of the time.
Yeah. See Deals there, getting on the drone, seeing what information he can gather there. I'll see one Athletico medal. I think he might have spotted another one there. Going so fast, you can barely tell, but drone's going to be going down now as we hit the 2.5-minute mark. Looks like Taboo are taking this one a little bit slower. Monkey Fist.
Yeah, definitely compared to the last round.
Yeah, compared to last round. So making sure to get their scouts out.
Taken down as soon as he's thrown it in. He's going to get no information from that one.
Yeah, he throws a stun grenade to say thanks.
Take that. Looks like they're like trying to waste a lot of time. Like they're wasting a lot of time trying to just get up on this side of the building. Like, well, there we go. Moogie's ran right on in, and we see a double kill coming out, but Crude's traded one back. The C4 and MP7 doing some work there, and Crude's got himself another one. So it's now he's, you know, traded back exactly what Athletico took from them that in those moments.
And there we go, Crude doing a nice bit of work there. He's going to be running up with that Type 89, getting the reload happening. And some bullets left in the clip. Just going to be sitting on this corner for the moment. Not going to be hearing too much.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he's just doing that. Jump on a drone or something, do something useful, don't just sit there, I suppose, but maybe he's out.
Taking a breather.
Yeah. Well, I'm tired
Quick
after
toilet
that.
break, yeah, exactly. But, in the meantime, Todd's going to be doing something fairly similar there, just sitting down. But
yeah, he's sitting in the bathroom.
Yeah. Oh, Schmeared, do you just... No, Schmeard's obviously on Ath as well.
Yeah, it looks like, I don't really know what they're going to do. I think Fnatic's going to try and like lock down the position of 1. They're going to try and aggress on that and then just rush into the bomb site maybe. So we've got Deals over here with the diffuser. He's going to hop on through the window and try and plant. And I think, okay, Crude's going to drop the hatch and going to be the one to try and deny them aggressing on him in just a moment. So, and Fnatic's just going to watch it from the door here. So that's going to happen probably any second now.
Okay, well, let's find out how that goes. Fnatic there. It's going to be situated at the door. Crude just looking down. That Type 89. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Fnatic pushing a little bit. Getting a bit of a spray. Sees one. That's going to be Schmeared going down to Fnatic. Crude going to be sitting there as well. As in the meantime, Deals has just taken down Neo Fighter. And this is looking good for Taboo on the attack. 10 seconds left, though. Todd takes down Crude. And we've got... Oh, get the bomb down.
Fnatic's right outside this window. He's got a good chance of winning this. Deals is going to go down, though. It's now 1v1, and Todd wins this. He's done it successfully, and all he has to do is get the defuse on through, and he's won that one for Athletico. 1-on-3 clutch.
Insane. Absolutely insane. Todd there. Going to be getting that defuse happening, and... Whew,
I was prepping in my head of going to say how Taboo played that to perfection. Crude dropping the hatch at the right time. Deals also getting one on his entry. But, you know, Todd's nothing to be sneezed at. And he's pulled his team to match point just by the sheer willpower and skill power.
Yeah, Todd just says no. And, I mean, I guess that's why we consider Todd as kind of like the top fragger for Athletico, generally speaking.
I think Neophyter's on that right now. But, yeah, Todd with moments like those. Like, and we even saw him do it at LAN. Like, this is no... Oh, look, now he's on top.
Oh, look at that. There we go. He wasn't having any of Neophyter being up the top, so he just said, okay, it's time to clutch it.
But yeah, Fnatic's doing the exact same thing for his side.
Yeah.
11 kills for him. You know, I said Mookie and Emo are going to be the ones to watch for them. But, you know, Fnatic's giving it a good bash. He's like, no, I'm sick of them having the glory.
Good stuff. So, we're seeing now, looks like Taboo here going for the upper.
Top floor once again.
Fnatic just getting a few walls down.
Yeah, so he's downstairs and he's making this hole in the wall so his team can rotate through this. I don't think we've seen this so far, and I'm quite interested to see what they're planning on doing. You know, while they're defending top floor, having that hole downstairs. Well, that's a common hole we'd see on the downstairs defense.
Right.
But top floor, I'm not quite sure.
Top floor, and he's also got a shotty, the M59 0A1 on the smoke there. So, do you have any preferences for that?
That's probably the best shotgun in the game. Like, it's, well, in terms of like one tapping from range.
Yep.
Like, it's just got so much good range on it. Like, the fire rate on it is horrendous. It's a pump action, right? Yep. But, like, just the power behind it. That's the shotgun we saw Aces using last night for that 4K, almost the Ace. That was
definitely effective, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So, we did see a few little cheeky, what were they? Were they
Grismot mine, yep.
Grismot mines, yep. Chucked out there, obviously without getting spotted. So, good little play there from Taboo. That was Mookie chucking those ones out.
So yeah, Todd's going to chuck down the Claymore on his flank to make sure no one's going to be using that east stairwell to rotate up and behind the Athletico members as they're going to be starting their push. See Neophyter's getting forced back, and the C4 is going to come out and not do quite enough damage. Crude's getting, oh, he's down to half, but yeah, Crude's getting some solid information as to his whereabouts.
Good stuff. Neophyter there, very, very close. Crude going to be holding him. And he's actually jumping on the Valk cam every now and then just to double check that no one's coming around the corner. Crude, again, seeing Spaz. I think he might be able to see Schmeared as well. Hard to tell, but...
Might be, or they're on the other side of the wall. I think they might actually just be.
Right, yep.
Oh, and there we go. Silex is going to be thermiting in through this wall right up close. And Dills is going to have to run the gauntlet. He's done so successfully, but in the meantime, Crude's taken down Neophyter. That's the Blackbeard and a strong fragger for Athletico down.
Yeah, not good news for Athletico here, as we do see it's XGN chucking in one. Oh, Spaz there, throwing in one of those fire bolts. As, push from the outside goes not too well for Crude. Gets the reload back up on the MPX, but, well, guys on Athletico definitely know where he is at the moment.
Him jumping outside, it was meant as an aggression thing, but he perfectly dodged one as his Emo Rin's picked up another kill. Deals with another. 5 on 2 now. This is looking great for Taboo.
Yeah, there we go. It looks like they are poised to even it up. Oh, look at that. So low as Fnatic and Crude take down the last 2 kills there onto Spaz and XGN. And we are going to be seeing 5 apiece.
5-5. This last round matters so much. And, you know, Athletico played this really well, right? So they did win that downstairs defense, even if it was by the sheer willpower of Todd.
Yep.
But now they're locked out from that bomb site. They have to go up. And going up is their preferred one. So I think they might have a good chance of winning this one. But, you know, Taboo have, you know, been doing what they do best, winning rounds when we don't expect it. So
yeah, well, exactly. There you go. So getting into this next round, Fnatic still staying up the top there for Taboo with 12 kills. Todd doing well, 10 and 6 so far. And he's going to be jumping in on, was that the Ella that Todd was on?
Yep.
Yep, there we go. So, okay. Last round, final round of map 1. Who's going to win it? I think this.
I'm going to go Taboo.
Taboo?
Just cause. Just cause.
I'm feeling like Taboo have won every round except for the rounds that they really needed to win. So I'm actually going to go Athletico. Just because.
Just because.
Again. But who knows? Anyone's game, that is for sure. As we can see, Schmeared there. Rocking the Jaeger.
Yep.
Already knocked or put 2 of those active defenses down.
So it looks like they're going back to the strat they used in their very, very first defense round where they demolished the Taboo attack. So I wonder if Taboo have made any adjustments. And yeah, we've seen many variety of strats coming out from these teams, just trying different things, trying to throw off their opponents. And it's been a treat to watch.
Yep. Bit of a spray there from Moogie with the R4C, not going to be connecting with anyone.
Yeah, he's just opening the door so he can run through it. Doesn't have to break it down while he's up close.
Good stuff.
And the camera once again. All teams are doing this.
Clockwork. Like clockwork, isn't it?
That was the thing when I first started casting, so a year ago.
Yeah, there you go. Don't see it in too many pubs at my level, I'll tell you that much. Here we go, Black Mirror out. It's going to be Spaz looking through that one. And Neophyte in the meantime does actually see the drone. Going to be taking that one out with the Vector.
Yeah, you know, we saw Neophyte get the double kill when Emo Rin and Mookie tried to run on in, but Fnatic's going to take the first kill this round. Moogie's going to go down. Emo Rin's going to trade him back, though. So we're seeing a man advantage coming out for TB nice and early on here.
Yeah, this is looking good. And Deals there spotted by Spaz through the wall. Is Spaz going to peek? It's looking like he wants to, but there's someone to his right as well. I think that might be Fnatic, the danger man, on Taboo's side. Spaz there. He's looking, he's waiting. Fnatic is going to be well crouched down or down there on the rappel.
So he's going to try and do the bandit trick. As soon as they, you know, chuck a thermite on that wall, he's going to chuck it down and destroy the thermite on the opposite side of the wall. He's holding it in his hands because, yeah, the Thatcher's going to come out. Here we go. Deals has lost this charge here. No, he's going to pull it off in time. He's aware of what's happening.
Oh, some quick reactions from Deals. Spaz picking that one right back up. He's bomb located. He's going to be... Oh, no.
He's wasting a lot of time, isn't he?
Yeah, like he's just... fluffing around a little bit, isn't he? But Fnatic there, going to be coming over the walls. He is in full view as Deals. Not too sure if he's going to be able to spot out man behind the mirror there. Has decided to relocate to a few of the rest of his teammates.
Yeah, I think they're rotating now. They're going to try and push it from a different angle because that's too hard for them to contest at this stage of the round. 40 seconds to go. They do have the man advantage, and they're just going to try and brute force it from the opposite side.
Ooh.
Fnatic almost getting one, and there we go. Schmeared's traded one back. Crude's going to take down one. Emorin's going to take down another one. It's all up to Spaz if he wants to keep to let Athletico win this one.
Oh, he's going to have to come up insanely big here. Taboo still with 3 members up alive, and he darts in without being spotted. Going to be coming in there. Sees Fnatic takes down one. There's 2 left on the Taboo side. Can he do it? You can see Crude there looking over there as Spaz not be peeking just yet.
He's going to change his angle of attack. He's going to see the Claymore, take that one out smartly, and he's going to try and come from the different angle. 2-on-1 though, and time's ticking. I'm not really backing him in this one at this stage. That being said, Todd's done it, so he can do it too. No,
there
he can't.
There you go. Emo Rin says no.
Emo Rin says no. And there we go.
Win 6-5. What a good first map to start us off there.
Right to the wire.
Right to the wire. Absolutely. So, Taboo definitely going to be very happy with that one. And I think Athletico, they were looking so good to start us off. You know, took the first couple, you know, fairly easily, almost with a breeze. But that's it.
Well, I suppose it's, as I said before, Taboo have been on the rise, and they've won a map off of Athletico, so...
Yeah, well, look, exactly, and there you go. That's my prediction, right? I predicted a 2-0 there, so...
Not to be.
Yeah, proving that I know nothing once again. But there we go. I think we are going to be heading off to a short little break before our next map tonight. It is, or next, map tonight. So don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be back very, very shortly. But for now, I think we can have a little think about what is going to be happening in that next map. It was, I didn't actually write it down, so it
was
head.
Oregon.
Oregon. That's it, Oregon. So, going to be seeing Oregon there. It's the map that obviously both the teams know.
Yep.
You know, pretty familiar map. It's one of the most popular maps in the Pro League here. So, nothing too crazy coming out. Some more standard operators.
I want to see the Ying picked up once again. Like, I'm convinced that she does have some use attacking that downstairs bomb site. Like, it's something Mind Freak were pioneering last night. So, you know, I want to see it. I want to see some teams try it, and I want to see it come off. But, you know, sometimes it's not to be.
There we go. Okay, well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. So, there we go. We will go ahead and do just that, and I guess be back very shortly. So, for now though, oh, there we go. Alrighty guys, welcome back. Here we are after an amazing first map between those two teams, Taboo and Athletico, kicking it off with an overtime in their first one. Monkey Fist, look, it's good to be back. I think those two teams are going to have needed that little breather.
Yeah, definitely. It was so high octane and so to the wire at the very end there. Yeah, they're probably going to be like, let's chill out a bit, guys. Let's look ahead to the next map. Whatever happened there doesn't matter. Let's focus.
Yep, exactly. Of course, the next map is Oregon that they're going to be jumping on. And who knows, maybe Taboo could pull out even the 2-0 here if they take this one out, which is something that neither of us predicted. It's all on the cards.
Honestly, Oregon probably favours Athletico a bit more.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's on the server where they decide that. So let's see what happens.
There we go. Let's see indeedy. So, here we go. We've got both of the teams coming in with the operator picks. Here in Oregon, yeah, nothing too crazy. We're seeing the guys from Taboo going to be going with the Jaeger, Valkyrie, Mira, Smoke, and Ella. Again, nothing too surprising there. Locking in the Ella, obviously those Grizz Mott Mines doing work.
And same attack and lineup for Athletico, except they've swapped the Thermite for Habana.
Okay.
So they're going to just use the Habana to open up the hatches, whereas, you know, they want to use the Thermite to open up the walls. So that's obviously playing to the strengths on that one. Downstairs will be the first bomb site. On this map, I think both bomb sites are fairly evenly balanced. So it's just personal preference to what you're going to first.
Okay, makes sense. And I mean, I guess Habana and Thermite, we just mentioned there, the reason that they are sort of interchangeable in that regard is because they obviously have those abilities that let them take down the reinforced walls.
Yeah,
so
similar, but like implemented in different ways, and whichever one you want to use is whichever one you're going to pick. So, yeah, I'm really not sure about Athletico's decision to run the Thatcher. Like, maybe it was just to counter the Ella, but like, I don't think that's the only reason. Like, Todd does so much good work on Ash. Like, we saw him last match. He was doing so much good work for his team as well. But yeah, Ash is where his strength is, I reckon.
Fair enough, fair enough. So here we go. We're seeing the first time defensive setup coming out from Taboo.
Seeing a very spread out defense, so we can see Crude reinforcing all the way over in the kitchen. It's not too surprising on a map like Oregon, but yeah, they're just spreading out quite a bit, and they're going to, you know, work those roamers. So that's what Moogie's job's going to be. He's going to try and waste as much time as possible and then stab them in the back if they decide to ignore him. Yeah, there you go. So Moogie getting out those barbed wires there. Oh, just hides. He needs another pixel. Another pixel higher. He's a perfectionist. Yeah. He's Mr. Moogie. He's got to get it in the right spot.
Of course, Moogie running with that Scorpion as well. I love the Scorpion.
Oh, it's so good, isn't it?
Brilliant.
Probably a little OP.
Yeah, 51 bullets in the clip. That's what gets me.
Yeah.
But right now, we're going to be seeing Spaz there on the Capital with the Para 308 assault rifle. Be slowly moving in. We do see the drone here. Oh, Neofighter does manage to get inside. Who's he going to spot? Oh, says hi to Emorin. Emorin says hi and bye.
There we go. So they've got quite a lot of resources expended off-site, and they're going to try and deny the attackers gaining any of this ground. But I think they're going to retreat eventually when it gets to that pinch moment.
I think so. So right now, Neofighter going to be chucking that grenade in. Not going to be hitting anyone, I don't think, unless
it seemed to hit the windowsill. So
yeah, there you go. Win some, you lose some. There's still got 21 bullets in that Mark 17 CQB. Still got the head shield up. And a bit of a slower start. 1 minute 37 seconds left, and no one has gone down yet.
Yeah, they're going so slow, aren't they?
Gonna have to start moving pretty soon as another drone of Athletico goes down. The Emo in popping that one. So that's all they've got on the board so far, is a couple of drones.
Schmead's running up though. He's going to get a good angle on some of these defenders here. Probably onto Emo-Rin first of all, but no, I think this is when Emo-Rin's going to move. And, well, you see Todd has taken down Emo-Rin. So that was Schmead forcing Emo-Rin out of his position right into Todd's waiting arms, and he's going down.
Very nice, cohesive play there. Oh, Mookie gets spotted there by Neophyter. Neophyter's not going to be able to find the frag. Fires a few more into the wall to try and find him afterwards, but they are not going to connect. Now Mookie in a lot of pressure, gets spotted out again. Neophyter knows exactly where Mookie is via team comms. Oh, he's actually going to go outside.
And this is something Athletico pioneered and done themselves, and Mookie's going to take it and do it to them, and they weren't ready for it. Surely they should know that's a possibility if they're the ones that came up with the idea there. But there's 30 seconds to go now, and they're only just making their way towards the bomb start.
And look, you've got those smoke there, throwing out those gas nades, and you know, getting that area denial out. 25 seconds left. This is going to get ugly.
Grenade's going to come out and force Fnatic to retreat just a little bit. That's his last smoke grenade, and the plant should be able to go down with probably about 5 seconds left.
Oh, Crude there, going to be going down to Todd as Neophyter finds Fnatic. So it's a couple of kills there on the board for Athletico. 2 defenders up left on the Taboo side as Neophyter going to be going down. Deals, takes down Schmeared.
Yeah, it's practically a 2-on-2 right now with the downed player.
Yeah, there we go. Bomb is ticking and Spaz gets spotted out there. Who's going to win this firefight? No one yet. That was a bit messy there from Mookie and Spaz, but Todd finds Deal, Spaz finds Mookie, and that's going to be a win for Athletico.
Yeah, I really thought that Taboo had this one in the bag when they just managed to spend so much of the attacker's times upstairs. But I really don't know how they got the plant down and not getting denied there by the smoke. So, I don't know, they cut it fine, but, you know, they did it with just enough time.
Yeah, well, look... that was definitely close, but I thought, you know, all of that area denial coming in from smoke would have been just enough to stop the push, but obviously not. Athletico proving me wrong.
And looking at the scoreboard, like, there was just the one kill for Taboo there, which was Deals. But it certainly felt like a lot closer round.
Yeah, it really did. That scoreboard's kind of insane to look at it.
Yeah, it's not telling the real story from what we saw. We're seeing Athletico choosing to defend the top floor, as I said, interchangeable. Really, they're both as defensible, or, you know, as hard to defend as the other, I should say.
Yep.
In terms of operators, we're seeing Todd trade out for a Pulse. So he was playing a lot of Ella, and now he's picked up Pulse. So he's going to... we saw him try it in the first round of Water. Now he's decided, well, I'm going to try it on Oregon. Now, I've seen him run the Pulse on Oregon before, but I don't think he's ever really managed to do it to much effect. So,
okay. So what does he need to do to actually make that Pulse work?
I really feel like maybe at this level it's not really going to work too well, because what he's going to do is he's going to try and play around in this area where he is right now. And he's going to wait for the attackers to start moving onto the bomb site. He's going to use his heartbeat sensor to detect exactly where they are. And he's going to throw a C4 nitro cell on the roof, blow it up underneath them and kill them from below. But, you know, they're going to make sure that they're watching that front area where he is. Like, it's really not a thing we should probably see. We're going to see at this level unless they've stuffed up a bit, I suppose.
Right. Okay, well, interesting that we are seeing the Pulse coming out, but I guess we'll see how it goes for Athletico. Taboo going to be slowly making their way in towards those bomb sites right now.
So we're going to see Crude open up into the attic. They didn't even have to enter the big tower, and they've done that very nicely. So well done there to Taboo. Oh, no, they haven't.
Interesting.
No, someone's either bandit tricking or... the Thatcher grenades aren't going the full distance, in which case Deals is probably in a bit of trouble right now.
Ooh, yeah, there you go. So, Crude right now. In the meantime, he's going to be pushing up as we see another grenade coming through. Then Mookie takes down Todd, and it's going to
there we go. Pulse, not doing anything from below. Like,
yeah,
too easy to counter.
And Mookie there, going to be on that buck. Doing work with the shotgun, almost finds that Ath member above him. Not too sure who that is, but not going to be going down just yet.
I think it was Solix there, and yeah, he's moved over. He's playing in a different position because this is a fairly aggressive position as well. Like, normally we'll just see them retreat back further rather than advance up. But Moody's going to check out this area, and I don't think he's going to spot him. No, he is not.
Okay. Taking down that barbed wire. In the meantime, we do see XGN taking down Moogie with that SMG. Schmeared here, waiting upstairs near that bomb. It's one room over.
And that's what Moogie gets for not droning that out properly.
There we go, and that's going to be Neophyter actually with the Vector taking down Deals, and Neophyter going so aggressive, throws C4 up there, not going to be able to pick up anything else as Fnatic takes him down, says no thank you, Mr. Neophyter, you can stop that. Oh, Crude, is he going to be spotted? Pixels.
Oh no, and Spaz has gotten in on the flank behind him. I'm not sure if they're going to be aware of this at all.
Yeah. Ooh. Fnatic there is actually going to be taken down. Look at that.
So Spaz. Yeah, Spaz jumped on outside from behind, got the two guys whose back were exposed, which Crude was meant to be covering, and now Crude's in a high-pressure situation, 1-on-2.
Yeah, 1-on-2, 20 seconds left here for the attacker. Does he see him? No, doesn't see XGN. He's behind a wall. XGN's in a very nice position right now. Crude, yep, see you later, mate.
Oh no.
Team kill, maybe?
No, Crude knows what's up. He's going to switch to his secondary weapon. He's going to have to advance on this mirror. And
so close. So close. Oh, my goodness.
Crude giving it all he could, but...
If that mirror wasn't there, then...
It was his fault that he was in that clutch situation for not covering his teammates' flanks.
Yeah.
But, you know, he almost pulled it back, and that's a 2-0 lead coming out for Athletico now.
He gave it a good crack, didn't he? Well, now moving on to our third round here on Oregon. Well, we're seeing a few different operators not quite locked in yet. I was interested to see what was happening there, but it's looking like nothing too crazy.
No, looks like the same stuff once again.
Yeah. Well, what was he hovering over before? That was hovering over Echo or something. I don't know. Anyways.
So yeah, they're defending downstairs once again, and Echo has been a pick for a long time as viable for the downstairs defense site. So what he has is a little drone that goes out, sticks to the ceiling, and like when they're trying to plant the diffuser, he can send out a sonic shock, which stops them from planting the diffuser. So if you can time that right and do it like with 2 seconds left on the clock, you win by timeout because they won't be able to fully get that plant down. So
definitely a viable pick here on Oregon.
Looks like they haven't opted for it though. Once again, they're laying over in the kitchen. That shotgun's made mincemeat of that wall.
Yeah, love that. Was it some recent changes?
Yeah,
two shotties
that shotgun used to be horrible for opening up the walls, but now it's destroyed that wall.
Like it was made for it. There you go. But right now, 3 minutes has just ticked by. It looks
We've got all 5 members upstairs right now.
That's interesting.
Surely it's not going to last. They're going to
having a little party.
Yeah, there we go. Deals has dropped down the hatch. He'll be back on site. And probably Crude, I reckon, maybe.
Yep. Okay, fair enough. Spaz there on that Capitao, going to be looking down to the wall, which a couple of Taboo members are behind. Todd there for Athletico. Once again on that Thatcher.
He's not going to change all night.
Yeah. Look, he's doing such a good job on it, honestly. Why would you? Getting on the drone again and switching back over to Spaz. So, yeah, a little bit of knock-knock. How you going from Athletico at the moment?
So Spaz is just going to sit in that position for most of the round, make sure no one can use those stairs that are right by him to rotate up or down. So he's kind of like, cutting off any flanks that could be happening.
Okay. That makes sense. There's Neophyter there. I thought you could almost see those feet of Deals.
That's on the floor below.
On the floor below. There you go. Oh, but he's been doing, again, another great job so far on the Blackbeard. Emo in on that Bandit.
See that flick there? Straight onto the drone.
Can't sneak a drone past this, man. But 1 minute and 20 seconds left. Do you think that Athletico are maybe leaving it a little bit too long? Or when are they going to go in?
That's what we saw them do last time, didn't we? And they managed to do it, but I really don't like their chances on this one.
It just feels as though Taboo have kind of composed themselves a little bit more. I don't know, and yeah, now we are seeing Neophyter going to be pushing in there, takes down another camera, and it's looking like Taboo still just holding steady in the site. No one has gone down yet as the clock ticks past 1 minute. A few wall bangs not going to be coming out from Emo in, but he tries for them.
Yeah, 50 seconds to go, and they really haven't done anything to dislodge these defenders here.
Yeah, in very, very good positions. Taboo pretty much as happy as Larry as you do see Spaz actually getting out a few of those crossbow bolts, the fiery variety. As deals with that Vector, going to be spraying a little bit. That is going to be some kills though, Moogie. That's what we want to see. 2 kills on the board. Spaz, XGN going down. He's going to be trying to find Neofighter as well. Needs to get the reload on that Scorpion. Todd pushes him though. He goes down. And 15 seconds left, and that's going to be another one going down there as 3 kills straight up from Athletico. From Taboo onto Athletico, secure them the round.
Yes, what we saw there is that very heavy defense over in the meeting hall. Athletico had no chance, well, didn't even try to dislodge them, it felt like. And Mookie comes around, picks himself up a double. Then we see Emo Ren coming out from this side to start, pushing them. Then when they're turning around to see, wait, we're getting flanked. And yeah, just an execution right there for Athletico.
There you go. So 13 seconds left. We are going to be seeing Athletico locking in some new operators as Taboo. Got to be happy with that, getting 1 point on the board here. 1 round on the board.
That's exactly how we saw Border start, though. 2 rounds to Athletico.
Well, exactly.
Maybe Taboo just need to warm up to the map or something.
Well, I wonder if we're going to be going to another overtime. A little bit early to call that yet, but let's find out whether Athletico can take this one out to take it to a 3-1 lead. On the defense, where are they setting up? It's looking like...
They've gone downstairs now.
Downstairs?
Yep.
Schmeared, Neofighter and Spaz, I think, down there. XGN and Todd up the top for now, I believe.
Yep, for now. They can always run on back and probably not, though, judging by the fact that Solix has gone up the ladder there. He's going to be making some rotate holes and such. Yeah, we're into the attack round now, so let's focus on that, I suppose. Okay,
let's take a look at where the attackers are going as defenders just getting set up nice and homey. It looks like a bit of a dodgy house to live in, to be honest.
Well, we've just seen Todd go back downstairs now, 20 seconds into the round, so he's heading back towards the bomb site. Yeah, I don't know what their plans are.
Yeah. Spaz there for Athletico, just getting some eyes down one corridor. Schmeared.
He's hidden in this back tower, and this spot is very hard to drone out. You have to literally throw a drone up there. You can't wheel one up on its own. So he's going to try and hide here as long as he can. But I'm sure Taboo are going to be expecting that kind of play.
There you go. So Crude right now, a few shots out of the Type 89, throws out his drone as well. Not going to be spotting too much just yet. There's Mookie there on that buck. Peeking around and slowly making his way up. Gets a few shots across to take down that wall. Again, we're seeing a bit of a slow start. 1 minute 45 seconds, and no one has gone down yet.
That's been the story of Oregon so far, hasn't it?
Yeah, very much so. But look, Taboo, they're playing this one cautiously and as they should. Checking every corner, checking every room. Not rushing into anywhere. We've seen how badly that's gone for them before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of like a standoff at this point. Like, they're just trying to feel out exactly where they are and, like, retreating and then advancing and then retreating. Yeah, it's all going to culminate there.
Yeah. See them starting to get a little bit closer there as Emo Ren was going to be peeking across onto Neofighter, but Neofighter, of course, behind that black mirror. He's going to be in a pretty good position to stop that.
And we just saw a very important pick come out there. The grenade took out Solix, is on Smoke, and Smoke's going to be the one they're going to try and use to deny the blunt. So they're in a bit of a pickle right now.
Right. That definitely doesn't sound too good. Neofighter going to be getting that Nitro cell out. We do see some, I think, Capitao bolts coming in through there. C4's detonating. As Neofighter comes out, they're going to try and find one. Not going to be able to, though. Moogie says no, takes him down. And it's going to be 2 kills so far for Taboo. No response yet from Athletico. And again, that's going to be, look at that. Crude taking down Spaz. Schmeared taking down Deals. The bomb is ticking now as well. Pressure's on.
So Todd's picked himself up one. I think this might be a bit of a bug with what is actually. He was holding a gun. Oh, that's some team damage there by Schmeared. And,
oh my goodness.
There we go. Fnatic and Crude picking up those last kills. And did you see them just like look at each other for a moment?
I was confused as well. Like, wait a minute. Oh, obviously the pressure pretty high there for everyone, but Taboo do manage to pick up that second one.
And they've tied it up, and similar to Border once again.
Similar to, exactly.
Well, we did see Athletico go 3-1 up on Border, didn't we? But yeah, Taboo have surprised me today. Like I was certain they were going to pick up a map, but I think they're giving Athletico a very good running for their money on Oregon, which is, you know, not really what I expect. Like, I would say Oregon is Taboo's best map, and if they were to take one map, I'd say it'd be this one. But yeah, Taboo have surprised me so far. I did say they might have something to show for, but not as this much.
Fair enough. Well, I mean, look, you know, from my perspective, it is a little bit surprising to see. Obviously, I haven't been following these guys for quite as long as you have in all of their various forms, but you know, seem to do so well against Athletico, a team that, you know, really minced them 2-0, 2-0, and the last couple of times they've played is, you know, they've definitely stepped up their game.
100%. Operator picks. We're seeing a mute come out from Deals. So that's the operator we saw Aces do so much work with last night. But he's not opted for the shotgun. He's decided to take the MP5K instead. So he's going to be trying to disrupt the droning game that Athletico have got going.
Well, Athletico do like their drones, so I guess a mute, not a bad pick with that signal disruptor. Of course, jams all comms for any of those remotely detonated gadgets or drones, like you said.
And it looks like we saw Dills just holding like the tiniest pixel peak. I wonder if that's going to come into play at all through this round. Right through that bullet hole there.
Oh, that is the sort of man you do not want to run into in pubs. I don't. Oh, that's dirty, but brilliant.
I don't think it's going to have any effect, though, because he's already given it up, and no one spawned on that side of the map.
Yeah. Fair enough. So you see Capitao there just getting a few shots. That's going to be one camera taken down. XGN going there on Cabana. A few holes done there.
So yeah, what they're going to do here is they're going to take control of this attic, and then they're going to start rappelling up on these walls here. They're going to be trying to fight these guys on the side, and then they're going to probably rappel on in and try and go for the plant when they can. Okay,
so how do you think that Taboo, are they in a good enough position to defend this?
They probably want a bit of control of... I suppose why they're taking control of attic, I suppose, is you can shoot anyone that's rappelling over there from the attic.
Right.
So right now they're looking pretty healthy, I feel. Like, yeah, they're getting pressured, but like no one's actually picked them off just yet. You know, it's only a minute to go. Capitao's going to start forcing these guys out of position, though, and, you know, they're going to start trying to shoot them as they're running away from these firebolts. So any second now.
Yeah, Neofighter there getting ready to peek with that Blackbeard shield up. There we go. There's the drone down. Neofighter does know where Mookie is. Is he going to be able to take him down? Who's going to win that one? It's looking like another drone going to be getting in there. And there we go. Push out. Mookie does take down Schmeared before going down himself. Neofighter, though, he's picked up that Mookie kill. Spaz gets the team kill onto Neofighter.
Oh, that must have caused some panic. And we also see, I think it's Todd, Spaz has gone down for his troubles. So Mookie jumping outside, getting a kill, but also forcing a team kill. That was excellent. And we got Crude here, who's going to be jumping out and behind them.
Oh, nice.
There we go.
Good kill there onto Spaz from Mr. Crude. And yeah, that's really caused a bit of a ruckus, that jump out there from Mookie.
10 seconds to go, though, and they're going to have to start going mental.
Oh, yeah, look at that. That's going to be XGN taking down Fnatic as they push in. And one going down. Deals taking down Todd with that C4. Emo Ren takes down XGN. And there we go. Taboo get the lead.
Right through the... Oh, no, we're not through the mattress. I was going to say, wow. Yeah, Taboo taking the lead. Start off slowly, build up some momentum.
Yeah, they're going with it. There's no stopping the Taboo train right now, is there?
Yeah, so I suppose that kind of like shows how much of a momentum-based team Taboo are and how much Athletico are relying on their strats to prop them up. Now, this is the team we saw win the ANZ Invitational in a best-of-5 against Corvidae. And, you know, they're looking kind of shabby against this Taboo team, which they beat 2-0 on their way there. So... maybe Taboo are rising up to their previous heights. Like they did win the first 2 qualifiers for the invitation, well, for the Pro League.
Yep.
Of 4.
And do you think that maybe the latest patch, Blood Orchid, do you think that's had much of an impact on Taboo or Athletico, I guess, with, the new operators coming in and generally the meta shifting up a little bit?
I really don't think so far. Like, for example, this round, we don't have a singular one of the new operators.
True.
And, like, when we have seen them picked, they haven't done, like, anything amazing. Like, we've only seen Ella picked from these teams, haven't we? We haven't seen a Legion, we haven't seen a Ying.
Yeah, you're right, actually.
And I think if they're the operators they need to go for if they want to see some kind of meta shift. Like, for me, Ella's just kind of like a really good roamer with an excellent gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, the Grismonts do suck, but I think those Gumines suck a lot more.
Yeah, and you get 7 of them.
Yeah. Whereas, Ella only gets the 4. Interesting strategy we're seeing here from Taboo. Looks like, this is what we'd kind of see in pubs, I suppose. Just jump on right in through the window from what they're setting up for.
Yeah.
And look, that's what they're going to do. He's going to smoke on up, and he's going to start planting right away.
Oh, good stuff from Taboo. They're not wasting any time at all, are they? As Fnatic, they're getting a few...
Looks like this one's going to go through.
Oh, there you go. Crude from Taboo picks up Spaz. XGen's going to be taking down Emos, and Crude with another onto XGen, though. And Todd takes one down. This is looking good for Taboo. Only 2 members left up for Athletico.
3 on 2 now, and the plant's gone down. That was 40 seconds on the clock into the round, and that plant's gone down. So let's see what the remaining Athletico members can do to help their team win this round.
Oh, there you go. Deals with a nice frag there onto Todd. That's going to mean only Schmeared is left up. He takes a few hits there. He's dropped so low. Oh, he sees Fnatic, tries desperately to get those shots on towards him. Bomb is ticking in the meantime, but Deals is going to find him. And that is going to be Taboo taking out another round. Whew.
And this is what we saw last round on last map on Border. Like, they get to that lead and they're going to try and throw it away by just going for a rush. But this time it worked.
Yeah,
and
crazy.
Emo Rin only just got that plant down. He was planting and then he died to the C4 from below. So he was that close to not getting the plant down, and that's where it would have fallen apart for Taboo. But let's take a look at those kills. We've got Mookie and Crude stepping out in front. And Athletico... they're all on 3 except for Todd, who's on 5. Like, it's
and we saw Neophyter do so well early last game for Athletico. I think he's maybe dropped off a little bit this game, or he was just having such a good game last map as Blackbeard mainly.
Well, yeah, this is not the Athletico I'm looking to see normally see. We're on match point, series point. Like, Taboo win this one. They've taken this 2-0. The complete opposite to what you predicted, and pretty well opposite to what I predicted. Yeah, unprecedented, but I suppose not surprising. Like, maybe Taboo are one of those teams that come in waves of they're good and then they go on a decline, but now they're coming back. So if they could time that just right, they might be at their peak at the right times.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, coming into the upper brackets here of the Rainbow Six Pro League for APAC. We are, of course, in the ANZ division. You're seeing those nice Australian flags up above Athletico and Taboo, for those that may not know. But let's take a look at how these teams are setting up. We've just ticked past 3 minutes there. Looking like, what's this? Fairly standard setup on the defensive side.
Yeah, well, they're going for that very aggressive meeting hall roam, the one that we saw that Athletico just sit there for 2 minutes waiting for them to expose themselves, and they decided, well, time's running out, we got to push side. Mookie runs out from behind, gets the double kill. So they're going to have to do something differently if they want to win this round and want to keep themselves in the match here.
Well, let's find out what they do end up doing there. Todd is going to be pushing through into one of those outer buildings there. Does maybe send his drone out, it looks like. It's Emo Rin, not going to be able to do too much to stop it. And Todd's drone just going to be having a little bit of a peek, gathering some information there for Athletico. And feels a little bit more controlled. They're kind of slowly moving in.
Good we saw there Todd using both his drones. So one gets destroyed, he's switched straight back to his second one. He hadn't finished. Oh, I've got another one in my back pocket. And, with the new patch, you can now use both drones at the same time. Whereas, previously, if you use one, it would destroy the other. But okay, so here we're seeing an adaptation. We've seen the wall get opened up into the meeting hall. So now we're going to have another sightline And the defenders are surely going to have to start feeling a bit more antsy now.
Right, a bit more pressure there on to Taboo. 1 minute and 30 seconds left as XGN getting a few of those shots on towards that wall. As right now, Athletico poised to attack. We can see Neophyter peeking, Mookie peeking, ready for anything. Mookie does actually get spotted out though. He's not ready for Neophyter, takes him down. It's going to be a nice early kill there for Athletico.
Minute to go, and yeah, that's maybe Neophyter just needs to gain some confidence back, and that's a nice kill for him to start it off with. Yeah, we've still got Emo Rin over in the meeting hall, and that's going to be someone they might have to contend with in just a moment.
The bomb has been spotted there. Neophyter still just going to be holding this little kind of wedge, if you will, behind some sandbags.
He's going to make sure, like, you know, that it doesn't happen what happened last time, Mookie running in behind and getting a 2K. He's already taken down Mookie. He's just got to worry about Emo Rin now, and they're starting to execute onto the bomb site now.
Okay, well, let's find out how well it goes for them. We can see some of those smoke gas grenades coming out there. A little bit of other smokes coming out as well. Fnatic has now used all of his remote gas grenades and does find one. Crude, actually, that's going to be taking down XGN. Another one picked up there by Fnatic. So Athletico, they've just lost 2. A nice shotgun. Not going to be enough to keep Fnatic alive, though. Schmeared taking him down. 1 second left. That's going to be 0. That's going to be defenders. And Taboo win. 2-0.
Yeah, so not what we expected. And wow, that last round was high octane.
Yeah, you just snap your fingers, and that was it. Like, very, very quick execute, very quick shutdown there from Taboo. Absolutely brilliant. And the MVP is going to be Mr. Mookie.
Yep, what did he end up on there? 7 kills, so Crude had more, but obviously he had more impact in different ways, which has caused him to pick up those points. So Athletico going down to the loser bracket. Wow.
There you go, after a 2-0. Oh,
the ANZ champions going down to the loser bracket.
From Taboo. And, you know, like, maybe if they were knocked out by Corvidae, you know, it'd be kind of, or knocked into the losers bracket from Corvidae. If they're in the same group, then that would be kind of, you know, okay, fair enough sort of thing. But
yeah, I suppose, like, you know, I did say, you know, the top 4 teams are, I'd say they're all on par with the skill level. Any team in that top 4 could beat any of the other teams on their day. But I'd still say Athletico may be slightly stronger than Taboo, but, you know, the server says no.
Server says no. There you go. Well, and server's in control, isn't it? So, exactly. Yep. But I think we are going to be heading to a short break. For real now, guys. So we'll see you very, very shortly for our next match. Do not go anywhere.
If we trade a heart for heart, then our souls will be lost forever. Keep your fingertips close to mine, close to mine, close to mine. Keep your fingertips close to mine, close to mine, close to mine. So I'll never let you go, never let you go.
Alrighty guys, welcome back and good evening if you're just joining us to the Rainbow Six Pro League APAC. We're here casting the ANZ division. My name is GoGo Gadget. Joining me tonight is the very knowledgeable Mr. Monkey Fist. Sam, how's it going, mate?
I'm doing good, mate.
Well, we've just seen a pretty interesting result, haven't we?
A shock, but not really. Like, kind of like, two equally matched teams going at it, and equally matched. One's slightly better than the other.
Yep.
But yeah, Taboo with a 2-0.
Over
really
Athletico.
Not what I expected.
Yeah, there you go. Well, look, that's what happens, I guess, when a team like Taboo really just shows up like they did tonight. But of course, we don't just have that game for everyone tonight. We have got a fantastic match coming up right now between Dedset and Outlaws, and well, hope these teams are ready for it. I know we're ready. We've just a little bit of pizza, a little bit of dinner, very tasty, and I think we are ready to jump into some more awesome Rainbow Six Pro League action. So, yeah, what's your prediction for this one, Sam? Dedset Outlaws. Who are you going with?
I don't know. Maybe it's going to be like so evenly matched. Like, these teams I haven't seen as much of as the others. Mm-hmm. Maybe Dedset. I'm going to go with Dedset.
Dedset. Okay, fair enough. Well, look, I think I've got to go with Dedset. 2-1 is my prediction. You going?
2-1?
You going?
Yeah, let's go 2-1.
Okay, fair enough. Well, Dedset 2-1 apiece. And maybe we'll actually be right with our predictions this time, because that last game really fooled us. But taking a look now at the map pool. Of course, it's a global map pool across the Pro League, and we've got a few new maps in there, of course, with the most recent expansion. What do you think we are going to be seeing between Dedset and Outlaws here?
I don't know. I know Outlaws are a team that favours Clubhouse, as a lot of teams do. Dedset, I've seen them pick up Oregon and Consulate. They actually showed up quite well against Corvidae on Consulate. Yep. So that could be another one we're going to be seeing as well. I actually wouldn't be surprised to see a bank pick. It's really going to go into the Dedset aggressive mentality that we're going to see, and the aggressive play style. Yep. So yeah, that's what we might see. But yeah, as I said, I'm not as knowledgeable in these teams as the other teams, because the other teams have been around so much longer.
Yeah, well, there you go, and I think that's obviously what contributes to the strength so much of those guys. But look, these guys, they're no slouches. That's why they're in the Pro League. And just taking a look at the recent results from both of these guys, I know it was a 0-2 loss to Athletico the last time that Dedset played. That's why they are sitting here at the moment. And I know that Outlaws, they actually lost to Taboo to get knocked down here into the lower portion of the bracket, 0-2 again. So, looking at that, I suppose you can extrapolate that the game between Athletico and Taboo was very close. These guys have both lost to both of those teams 0-2, so this one, again, will be quite close. But, thinking about the rosters of these teams, who are the players that we need to be looking out for, do you reckon?
Well, on Dedset, their, in my opinion, best player is Shaq. He's such a good fragger. He's got excellent reactions. So yeah, he should be fragging up a storm, hopefully. Okay. I like a storm of frags.
Particularly when I'm getting them, but it doesn't happen very often.
No.
Oh, we've got some maps though. So let's take a look. It is going to be Border, Clubhouse, and Cafe Dostoevsky.
Well, I'm right on one.
Okay, well, I'm excited about one. I'm excited if we get to the decider and see a tiebreaker on Cafe Dostoevsky, just because I get to say it. But yeah, Border and Clubhouse. Yeah.
Yep.
Not bad. So starting sides, anything crazy there? Outlaws going to be on the attack to start off with?
Yep, and of course, Dedset have picked up defense first. As I said, that's what they want to pick just to ease into it. It's same as last game. I'm a bit disappointed to be seeing Border again, like it's something we've already seen. I want to see something new, but if it's a nice balanced map, why not play it? Clubhouse, same deal. I think Clubhouse is going to play a lot similarly to Oregon. In the fact that it's going to come down to a minute with no frags between either sides, whereas Border was the complete opposite. We often saw frags in the first minute or so of the map.
There you go. Well, I'm excited for Border to kick us off. Then I think it should be a good one. But overall, we saw a lot of similar operators played throughout those last two maps. So they're from Taboo and Athletico. So here, with these teams that are a little bit further down, the kind of seeding positions, if you will, do you think we're going to see something a little bit different in terms of the operator picks?
I reckon we might see a lot more flexibility. Like just comfort picks, doing, picking something that they want to play rather than, the team might need. And, I said earlier, this is going to be scrappy and, yeah, it's going to be a fight for survival. So, they're going to be
you're right,
playing how they want. And rather than trying to think of the bigger picture maybe, I don't know. But, yeah, I think we may see some left field stuff coming out.
Well, I like seeing that. I like a bit of left field every now and then. So hopefully we do get to see that. I would love to see maybe you were talking about a Legion, maybe, getting those goo mines out there. Something we haven't seen too often in the Pro League yet so far since the introduction.
No, we didn't see it at all in the previous game. Last night we saw it a few times, but hopefully a bit tonight. In this match.
Absolutely. Well, looks like the players are just raffling into the server now. Rifling.
They're drawing raffle tickets as they go in.
Tickets. Yeah. Oh no, it's wrong server. Pick another one. I don't know. But look, they're going to be in the server very, very soon. For now, though, let's have a little bit more of a look at some of those earlier results from both of these teams, and how they're going, because I think that's, a good indication of how they're going to perform tonight. Because Dedset, their most recent other results, they did lose to Taboo in the ANZ Qualifier Cup Invitational, and then they lost to Sila in the Open Qualifier for the ANZ Cup 3-5. So they haven't really been on what you could call a hot streak lately.
Yeah, but I don't know. Dedset are one of those teams that everyone was writing off at the start of the qualifiers, and then they come up showing pretty strong. I'm not confirmed on this, but apparently some of their players are also ex-console players that have moved over to play on the PC platform. So yeah, they seem to have good teamwork for a team that hasn't been together for so long.
Okay, well, yeah, well, who knows? Maybe we'll see some epic ex-console players tonight, like we saw from Aces last night. That would be pretty intense to see. Of course, for those that might be wanting to try some Rainbow Six out, make sure you head on over to play.eslgaming.com because we run a bunch of cups in the ANZ region. We run Go 4 cups, not only on PC, but on console as well. And of course, we've got the ANZ Pro League here as well. So there's lots of action for people to really get their mitts into, or get their operators into. So very exciting. But moving on to the game now, from the looks of things, we will be loading into round 1 here.
Looks like we've already got an AFK.
Oh no! Oh no! We're back. We're back.
Here.
Shax,
he's here.
Just trolling us. Okay, beautiful. So, what operators we've got? It's actually looking fairly standard so far.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Pretty much what we saw last year. And I think if we're going to see those left field operators coming out, it's going to come out at the desperation moments.
Yep.
And when you're on match point and you got to try something and hope it works. Habana
and Thermite there for the guys on Outlaws.
Yeah, so I suppose that's a bit of a preference thing. We don't see a buck, which I find more surprising. They're not going to be able to open up that floor from underneath, which we saw the other teams do to quite effect.
We've got a Thatcher, Blackbeard, all those guys on the attacking side, and on the defense, something pretty standard. Bobo in there, good spirit. Have fun, boys. We want to have some fun.
Definitely.
Do you guys want to have some fun? Let us know in Twitch chat. But let's have a look at how these guys are going to be setting up.
So we're going to see Executor opening up this wall here, and then he's going to chuck a mirror on it. This is something we did see a bit from the other lads, but I think he might be opening up this wall here when he's reloaded. Yeah. So this is more in par with what we saw Athletico doing rather than what we saw Taboo doing. So he's going to expose his position in the fountain area, but okay, I was going to say they're probably going to chuck a mirror over in security, but no, they've completely destroyed that wall as well. So, okay, I don't know.
Interesting. And we see Sicario here, putting a few of those bandit gadgets down.
Right. Yeah, on Ash, he's next Corvidae player, actually. He was on the top team for such a long time, but he's moved down a bit. Let's see if he can have any impact on this team tonight.
Yeah, maybe you can bring some Corvidae strats out here. Who knows?
Strats? What strats? Says Corvidae.
But yeah, I mean, obviously coming from a team of that pedigree, I'm sure has to help him a little bit. But you know, do you know who the in-game leader is for the Outlaws? I'm not too sure.
I think it may be JD. But
right.
Yeah, as I said, these teams are kind of new to me as well. I don't really know fully, but we see Moist down here playing nice and aggressively on top of the server rack.
Ooh, yeah, look at that. And Sicario is actually going to be picking up Caliber there. So the Outlaws lose one early on. 2-minute marker just hits. As Rock here for the Outlaws going to be rotating around, falling back a little bit.
He's going to probably come up the east stairs and try and pressure them from... Yep, there we go. He's come up the east stairs. He's going to pressure down the hallway, maybe try and get someone into offices.
Okay. In the meantime, Sicario's done a good job so far. Just going to be holding one side of that black mirror. And Rock, I like that position for the drone. Just up there on the ledge. Why not spot it?
So it seems like Outlaws have completely changed their attack strategy. They're like, well, let's not push that side. Let's push the opposite angle. And they've done that so fast that they've got plenty of time to try and work this with.
Yeah, there we go. So JD, in the meantime, is actually going to be taking out Executor. Evening up the score a little bit, putting one on the board for Outlaws in terms of kills. At a little bit of a lull. 1 minute mark is just about to hit, so Outlaws do have to start to get a move on. Looks like that's exactly what they're doing.
Wow, where was that from?
Oh, Sicario taking out JD. Who knows where that was from? That was a good shot, though. And, oh, Dedset, they're putting a few more on the board. That's going to be one more for them. But Rock responds with a frag onto Sicario.
Rock's been tagged up pretty heavily, and the man advantage is in the favour of Dedset right now. Well, Rock's off the board now, all up to DOS.
Yeah, let's see what Mr. DOS can do here. He's got 3 operators to take down. Not Derp there. Oh, actually gets up. He sees him, does manage to knock him out. But Shaq there. Another one going to be going down.
Oh, he's made it!
He's made it! He's got the 3K! Oh my goodness, DOS! Insane 3K to win the round there for Outlaws. Whew.
Yeah, that was so close.
Yeah.
He only just got Moist the Jaeger coming in from behind, and I was thinking, wow, Dedset starting us off nice and aggressive like we're really expecting from them. But in the end, the aggressiveness was their Achilles heel.
Yeah, absolutely.
How long was on the board again? Was it getting low, or was it 30 seconds still?
I want to say it was more than 10, yeah. Probably more than 10, I think.
Yeah, so, yeah, Moist really didn't have to play so aggressively. Neither did, the 2 that were on site. Smoke popping his head up to take a look, and then the one in the doorway. Like, he's downed one, he's gotten himself another one, and then the other one's going to try and aggress on that. Like,
you just don't need to.
Yeah, or they need to do it more in sync.
Yeah.
Right, like, if Moist had run around the corner while DOS was fighting the Smoke, fighting, I can't remember who was the other operator on site, he would have gotten himself a free kill. But Moist was just that little bit too slow. Yeah. But we're seeing both defensive new DLC operators come out right now.
Oh, that's a little bit exciting there.
First Lesion for the night.
Lesion and Ella coming out. Liking that. You can see the Goo's already put down 6 out of the 7.
Oh, no, they come in every 35 seconds he gets one.
Ah, there you go. I did not even know that. There you go.
It's a way of kind of balancing it. So, like, at the very start of the round, he can't just toss all 7 down in the one direction where they know someone's going to come from. And he's playing very aggressive right now. He's peeking out here. Oh. And he's going to take down Not Dirt.
Nice. There you go. Yeah, nice. Early kill on the board there for the Lesion.
More importantly, that's the Thermite off the board. So they've got no hard breach capability right now.
Oh, I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot from Outlaws. Nice bit of aggressive play early on. Executor's drone's going to be taken down there by Caliber. As Sicario there with the R4C. He's going to be going down as well. Dedset losing 2 before the 2-minute mark hits.
Beautifully done here by Outlaws. What we're seeing is a bait and switch. Sicario's the bait after getting the first kill. And then, Caliber's the bait. Sicario's going to aggress on him, and Rock's going to stab him right in the back. Ooh. And there we go. Caliber's picked himself up another one.
Caliber's doing work here. That T5 SMG. I haven't actually had a chance to try out Lesion, but looking pretty strong so far. Let's get on the camera quickly. Moist 7 getting up on the roof.
He's going to go... Well, he's changed his mind which direction he's going. I think he was going to try and go for the drop onto the bus. It's one of the safest ways to get onto the bus, but Shaq and Moist have a mountain to climb right now.
Okay, he's hanging upside down right now. Maybe getting a few shots onto that wall. Shaq's near him, but yeah, they are really in a bit of a pickle. 5 operators left up. Oh, and one actually pushing outside. Where's that?
I'd say it's on the other side of the map. I didn't quite, yeah, we didn't quite catch where that was exactly, but yeah, nothing coming off that one.
Yeah. Okay, well, at least they're making their way in there now. Sees one, going to be trying for the frag, fires the shots, not going to find it though. Rock takes him down, and that's going to mean only one operator left up for Dedset. Good fragging coming out here from the Outlaws.
And JD's going to pick that one up too. Yeah. Well, I did speak about Dedset's aggression, but that was aggression right back at them, and they almost had no idea how to deal with it.
Yeah.
Like, Derp should not have died running out like that with that thermite. Like, that's something that you really need to expect, especially if you're playing thermite. Like,
I mean, yeah, you're such an important operator with such an important gadget on your team, you know, not just like a roamer.
Yeah, I used to play thermite when I was in a team.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, the very start of the round, I'd like, for example, on border, there is some runouts where you can run out and then shoot them at spawn. I make sure I was safe. I wouldn't even start advancing towards the building. And you jump on your drone. Start scouting out for your teammates rather than, you know, holding Shift W towards the building. Well, I suppose he was scoped in, but he was looking at the wrong spot. Like, not a risk that he should really have been taken.
There you go. Well, let's see if he's learned that lesson. Well, not this round, of course, but maybe next round if he plays another thermite on it. But for now, it's looking pretty good for the guys on Outlaws as they are up to a, I believe it's a 2-1 lead if I'm...
2-0.
2-0 lead, sorry.
Yep.
2-0.
They really should have won that first round. 3-on-1, DOS going large.
Yeah. Crazy. But look, I really did like those 2 Blood Orchid operators as well, coming out on the defense. LN Legion.
I don't think Legion's gun is great. I think it's okay, but we saw Caliber using it to great effect there.
He had no trouble, did he? No trouble fragging. But yeah, so it's looking like we are just going to be getting a quick little restart on that server there, maybe a disconnect or something, but we'll be back into the game very, very shortly. But for now, though, let's take a look at, or have a little bit of a chat about some more of those operators that we are now seeing coming out. So Legion, obviously, with the goo mines. We didn't see too much of the Grismot mines from Ella having much of an effect that last game, I don't think. And
the goo mines didn't have effect either. Like, it was just the raw shooting power coming out from Outlaws. And they clearly outclassed the Dedset team in that respect, in that round at least. And just that, like, what we saw with the bait and switch that I spoke about was something that we saw consistently with the Corvidae team that Rock was on. So that's clearly something he's brought over from that team. So it worked pretty well. Like, you know, they got the spawn peak, they got, you know, the bait and switch, and they're at a 2-man advantage. Like, they need to trade favourably. And, you know, they've won it with a considerable man advantage still. And
that was a nice spawn peak. Yeah, wasn't it? That was just beautiful clockwork.
I don't think I've seen that one before. And
wow, that's saying something. If you haven't seen it before, then I doubt the chances of Dedset having seen that one are too high. So,
and this is like the left field kind of stuff I said would be seeing. You know, spawn peaks not happening in Taboo versus Athletico. Yeah. This one though, fair game apparently. And,
well, that's what we like to see, keeping it nice and interesting. And well, if that last map was anything, or last round on the map was anything to go by, then I think we're in for an excellent series. So, yeah, we're going to be jumping right back into this one very, very shortly. But in the meantime, guys, make sure you let us know how you're enjoying the Pro League. Get on Twitter, use the hashtag R6PL, and tweet at ESL Australia. And who knows, we might give you a retweet or at least a favourite. Depends how how favourable our social guy Blake is feeling tonight. So, yeah,
it's him.
Oh, sorry, yeah, because I do lots of the social for ASL Australia, but then we also have another Blake who does the memes. He's like the meme master.
I thought you were switching your last name around for your first name as kind of an incognito thing.
Oh, maybe that's not
that's
a bad
what
idea,
I was
not
thinking.
A bad idea. Yeah, I could. But no. Anyways, away from the Twitters and a little bit on towards the map at hand now. 2-0 up. What do you do if you're dead set in this situation? How do you come back into it?
I think they just need to keep their heads and keep playing like they're playing. Like, they're going to defend in the same way. And clearly, they very almost won that first round. They probably should have.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't think they're feeling too pressured right now. So, yeah, I think they're just going to give it another go. Do a very similar strat or the very same strat. That being said, Outlaws have seen it now. And, like, Outlaws saw how they'd set up and decided, right, we're going to contend on the other side of the building.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it didn't work, but then it did because DOS clutched. So, yeah.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how Dedset plays this one. But, look, overall, I'm really looking forward to seeing not only this map, but, next map, heading into it. And then, ideally, I would love to see a Cafe Dostoevsky coming in there as well. Both of these teams, they've already shown so far in just the 2 rounds that they can put on a bit of a show, which is what we want to see. And I'm trying to remember who actually was top fragging from those first 2 rounds. It was probably whoever was on the Legion.
Caliber, I think it was.
Caliber.
But then again, we did see the 1-on-3 clutch by DOS. So
true.
I suppose how I maybe categorize. Yeah, like categorize this Outlaw side is they're all trying to be the fragger. They're all just excellently skilled mechanically, and so that's what's going to be their strength here. It's a very Corvidae style, and that's what we see from Corvidae as well.
Works for Corvidae, doesn't it? I guess, except unless you're playing against MF.
Yeah.
But no, that's an interesting play style, I guess, and. In that last game we just saw between Athletico, the Athletico were really, getting on to what we expected them to do in terms of, not playing too loose, playing to their kind of playbook, if you will, it seems like. And Taboo, although they faltered at the start, once they kind of read the playbook, if you will, they kind of memorized it a little bit. Yeah,
but like I suppose the interesting thing about that first map is there were so many strats coming out and they were all so well practiced. Like you could see that Taboo just weren't throwing their ideas together when they were attacking and changing it up.
True.
It's something that they'd practiced and planned for and knew what everyone had to do. And, it worked out nicely for them. Whereas these teams, like, the strategy is more of like, well, let's spend 10 minutes running around in an empty server.
Yeah.
Yeah, you push here, I'll push here. Sounds good. Yep, drone, nice, let's go.
Yeah. That's a little bit like something I might
yeah, and like how I like to play too.
Exactly. It's a bit of fun. But, look, I mean, it's working out so well for, fairly well for the Outlaws, if you kind of forget that 3-on-1 clutch that they probably should have lost. But we've still got a few more rounds, at least in this map. It's 2-0 at the moment. Do you see Dedset getting a comeback here and pulling it back 5 to something?
I don't know. I think if Dedset are going to pull it back, they're going to have to go to overtime. I just feel like that's the way Dedset are going to play. It's like they're aggressive, and that's also what Outlaws are showing. And so the round's going to swing like at the drop of anything. Like the aggression's either going to pay off or it's going to not. And the rounds that it pays off are the ones that are going to win, and they're going to take it to overtime, and then it's anyone's game from there.
Yeah,
is what I'd feel.
Fair enough. Well, that makes sense to me. And I have just had word from our admins that we do have a player apparently restarting the net. So, giving the router a good old kick or a punch, as it were, and getting that one restarted. So we should be able to get back into the game fairly shortly. And I'm sure any of our viewers out there from Australia can sympathise with net issues sometimes. But hopefully we are back in it very, very shortly with all of those little issues resolved. As we like a nice fair game, making sure that everyone's on the tip-top shape. This is the Rainbow Six Pro League, if you're just joining us as well. And we have seen some awesome games already so far tonight. Taboo and Athletico, bit of a crazy one, 2-0 going to Taboo. We didn't think it would happen. And here, Outlaws starting out this one well, even though I think we both ended up predicting
Dedset win.
Dedset win. What is happening, Monkey Fist? It's looking.
It's almost like teams know what we're going to say and decide to do the opposite.
Exactly. It's the caster curse. That's what happens. And it doesn't matter what game it is. Doesn't matter at all. As soon as the caster predicts something live on stream, a bit of bad voodoo goes onto the team that you predict to win. Yeah, I know that happens. And recently, I know we run some like fantasy leagues as well here at ESL, and that's happened for one of the fantasy leagues that we're running, and like the predictions have just been the complete opposite so far. So I would actually love to see a fantasy league for Rainbow Six.
Yeah.
If our Magic Wizards.
So how does that work? Do you like pick players from each team?
Yeah. So you basically, the same as like your AFL fantasy league or anything like that. You get a budget at the start of the season. You get to pick from any of the players in the league, but each of those players in the league have a certain value based on obviously their performance.
Yep.
So you spend, you buy 5 players, put them in your team, and then each week your team standing gets updated based on how well those 5 players do. And you can swap your players every week. So if you reckon old mate Sicario from Dedset is having a bad one, then you just drop him.
Yeah.
You're like, Sicario, mate, I'm not having you on my fantasy team anymore. You're out. And you swap them out for, who knows, maybe aces.
Yep.
If you can afford it. But look, that's a bit of fun. But yeah, who knows? Who knows? I don't even know if there is such thing as a Rainbow Six Fantasy League, but it would be cool.
Yeah, someone should do it.
Someone should do it. But for now, we're going to be stopping the waffle and getting on to the border. Here again for our 3rd round in this one. And let's take a look at what operators we're going to be getting in here. It's looking like a fairly standard setup. Habana Thermite coming in there for the blue team. It's going to be Outlaws.
We're seeing a mute come out.
Okay, a bit of a mute.
Shaq's going to be on that one. I don't know why they're making this adjustment. Like, the drones weren't really what ruined them last round, was it? So
yeah, it did seem like it, did it? It was just the frags, I guess. But look, he may be a fan of mute with the MP5K.
Or he's got the aces shoddy, so
true.
Trying to get a bit of his luck or skill, be it what it was.
Yeah, and mute, of course, for those that may not know, is about medium armor, medium speed, so you're not going to be darting around quite as fast as someone like an Ash or Ella with a little bit more armor. Well, let's find out where Dedset are going to be setting up here on the defensive side.
It's looking like almost immediately exactly the same. Like, Executor's opening up that exact same wall with the shotgun reinforcing the exact same spot. It's just they've changed up Shaq. Who was he? I can't even remember what operator he was on last time. But he's going for the mute instead, so
fair enough.
Maybe this adjustment is going to be what they need to do. But
just change it up a bit, even if it's just for the sake of it, to change the momentum a bit, maybe.
Yeah, keep it fresh.
Yeah. He just took out a radio there.
There's all these things in the maps that make noises and you can shoot them and stop them, so you can sound whore a bit better.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Okay, so he's going to preset a C4 underneath. So he's going to expect them to push through there again. When he knows they're in that room, he's going to set that off, and anyone that's standing on top of it is ripped.
Nice, I like that. I like that a lot. I'm not sure if Outlaws will like it, though. But Rocky's going to be coming in there from the wall, getting that drone out, a little bit of early scouting.
He's in a very exposed position right now.
Yeah, he was just standing out in the open, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Well, it's looking like he's maybe okay for now. Maybe.
So it looks like the Outlaws are going to get baited into moving into this officers area over here where the C4 is waiting.
Oh, dangerous, dangerous. As JD there, just getting a few early shots out, clearing out any traps, etc. That 5.56 XI.
Yep, and he's probably going to leave his drone sitting down here. Someone, when they're dead, is going to jump on that and just keep track of it, make sure their flank's not getting pushed.
Nice, I like that.
And I think that Thatcher grenade may have even taken out that C4, so that could not even be, a viable thing right now.
Wow. Well, if it did, then Outlaws are going to be pretty happy. JD, though, just going to be peeking around the corner. Not Derp is just on the other side of that wall. Looks like he is going to be popping the thermite there.
No, it's going to get caught by the bandit battery there, so that's what we're seeing Sicario doing, the bandit trick or the bandit bounce, whatever one you want to use.
Nice.
When he's placing it down, that's when he puts it down. Yeah, when the thermite charge is going down, that's when he places the battery down, and, you know, it's going to zap anything that's placed on the wall.
Good stuff. Good stuff there from Sicario. So in the meantime, Shaq's actually managed to find Rock somehow. As Dos actually getting knocked out there as well. He hasn't been down just yet. Shaq is now flashed. Going to be aiming that MP5K down the corridor. Not going to be finding anyone just yet as Moist tries to get some shots on towards Bobo. Shaq does finish off Dos. 1 minute left.
We're going to see Not Derp go down as well to the black beard on the window. Moist has taken quite a lot of damage, actually.
Yeah, he's not looking too healthy, is he? On that 4-6 carbine. Is be peeking down a few of those areas. Oh, nice little wallbang, I think that might have been, on towards JD there. So that's going to make the operator count 1 versus 4 at the moment. But Bobo responds, finds Shaq, tries to find another one. Not going to be able to. He's looking healthy at the moment. There we go. Peek from Sicario does not work on towards Bobo. He just ran straight out into the open there. And suddenly it is a 1-on-2 with one of the members of Dedset very, very low. Oh, there we go. Bobo takes down Moist. Caliber takes down Executor.
Yeah, so we saw one of the players downed, and so when the other enemy dies, he's going to get finished off. And that's exactly what we saw last time. It's a clutch situation, and Dedset throw it away by just peeking out when they don't have to. They're just too eager for these frags, and yeah, they're digging their own grave here at the moment, as they're at a 3-0 deficit when they... You know, probably should have won that one. They probably should have won the previous one. And
and look at that. Like, you know, we're barely, it's 3-0. We're barely seeing any involvement from half these teams. You know, JD hasn't got to kill Dust, hasn't got to kill Rock, hasn't got to kill Executor, and Not Derp. They haven't got kills either. So it's you know, fun, but a bit sloppy, isn't it?
That kill count was only for the last round because we had the rehost.
Oh, of course. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. But I wonder if a few of them might even still be on 0. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, if we also look at the kills from that last round, it was just the 2 members of Outlaws that got all 5 frags between them. I think it was Caliber and Bobo.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's a 2-man army, but, you know, that's what you need when you're going to win it in that fashion. And, yeah, I'm really hoping to see Dedset play a bit more passively on defense. Like, yeah, the aggression's good, but then they need to know when to take their foot off the pedal.
Yep, exactly. So here we go. This time they are on the attack, though, so... a bit of aggression could come out from them.
Yeah, well, they just don't, you know, don't get spawn peek, don't get, you know, baited.
Yeah, sounds simple, doesn't it?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they're just feeling a bit of tilt. That's what I'd...
Oh, my... Yeah, I think tilt. You've just hit the nail on the head there, Monkey Fistus. Moist goes down. Oh, my goodness. That is not how you want to start a round. That's when you're in a pub game, like, the rest of your team just leaves. Like...
Oh, come on, Dedset. You're really letting us down on this map so far.
Yeah. Look, maybe that's just the kick that they needed to spur them back into action. I hope so, because Outlaws at the moment looking very, very strong. Caliber there, knocking down another wall. Putting up another wall, I should say. Not Derp going to be there on that drone. Trying to get a few scouts out on the side of the house that Outlaws are not on. Ooh, JD actually finds Sicario. I think that might have been near outside.
Yeah, he's running outside there. Yeah, Executor's going to take down Dos, though, elsewhere. But, like, yeah, it just seems like Dedset just aren't fragging very well.
Yep, not putting the kills on the board. So, right now they are down 2 operators. Outlaws actually lose another one, so it's going to even it up 3 apiece up at the moment as Shaq takes down JW, or JD rather. And Shaq is going to be just spotting out with his drone, maybe trying to push through the barbed wire there, get a little bit more information for Dedset.
Yeah, they've only got the 1 person on site right now. The rest of them, the other 2 are above.
Okay.
So if they just decided to push site, they could get a cheeky plant down if they're not paying attention.
Well, let's see if that's what they do. We've got Executor now, as the 1 minute mark ticks up. Going to be moving a little bit in for Dedset. As he does go through there. Rock is just around the corner there. Sprays. Not going to be able to connect with anything. Oh, no, flash. Perfect flash there. And that's going to let Rock take down Executor. It's the reload. Oh, not Derp, though. Has responded with 1 kill onto Bobo. He's looking very, very low himself, but it is a 2-on-2, so still definitely doable here for Dedset. Rock's reloaded that Scorpion. He's going to be lying down there. 51 bullets left in the clip. Shaq maybe pushing in, throws a stun grenade out first. Is that going to hit Caliber? Not too sure. Goo Trap.
That's the first one we've seen. He's going to have to retreat, and he's, he's going to be pretty disappointed at that.
Oh, pushing outside, and that's actually going to work for him. Rock takes down Shaq, and he is still detected. Is Caliber going to try and find him? Caliber actually on the same team, but not Derp here. Going to be pushing around. Oh, doesn't find it. Caliber there for Outlaws. Another win for them. Oh, this is...
4-0.
This is hard to watch for Dedset, if you're a Dedset fan.
That being said, if the Outlaws win this, our prediction's coming true. Well, it's looking true.
Well, exactly. You're not wrong.
We still have hope that way.
Yeah. So I was Dedset, yeah, 2-1.
Dedset don't really look like they're playing for survival, do they? They don't have any desperation.
They're not really, yeah. I'm not seeing a lot of confidence in them. Maybe, it would be interesting even to get a listen into their comms to see what exactly is happening, what the communications are when they're pushing into these bomb sites, when, those last few seconds in the round are ticking down. But for now, I mean, it really does just look like they're flustering a little bit and not, not really grabbing it. Now, I'm seeing a...
They're going for the top floor defense 3 times in a row. Now, normally what I say, if it doesn't work twice, change it. That being said, both times they probably should have won it.
True.
So I suppose that's why they're not changing it up. And, I can just feel it now. They're going to win this one.
Yeah. Well, you've just called it, so that means they're
not.
They're not. 3 minutes left as we get into the action phase here. Caliber going to be knocking on that little shield towards that Mark 17. Assault rifle there for Blackbeard. And they're going to be slowly making their way in. And Outlaws, you've got to be feeling really confident now if you're Outlaws. 4-0 up. Bit of rounds to play with.
Yeah. That being said, 4 rounds in a row, it's been done to them. Why can't they do it back? That's the kind of thing that I'd probably be saying if I was on this team right now. Let's not give up. Let's keep fighting. Let's focus on this map and see what we can do. But we do see Sicario going down low. We're getting tagged up a bit, and JD's just trying to spray him through the floor. Shaq's even lower.
Oh, Shaq there. Not looking too good at all. He wouldn't mind a bit of a res, would he? That Valkyrie. But right now, Rock going to be rappelling up there to join Mr. JW. That R4C assault rifle. He's looking just a pixel peek there through that little barrier. Okay. Oh, it's going to be an EMP. No, not going to find too much, but see some thermite.
And some. We also see the Habana come out at the same time.
Nice, and that's going to mean that Bobo, in the meantime, finds Executor. Some shots coming out from JD. Not going to find their intended target there, as he does get the reload happening. Checks his drones really quick. Gets back up. Oh, does he see him? No. Oh, so close. But here we go. We're seeing Rock pushing in. Rock does find one. Rock finds 2. Gets the second one onto Sicario as the reload comes out right after. Only 2 members left up, standing for Dedset. Not Derp takes a few shots. He's not looking too good here. Got the secondary out, the SMG-11. Bomb goes down, Rock comes in. Oh, this is so messy, but he does manage to find Rock, gets the knockdown, but Shaq finds Caliber right after that. And now only 1 member left on Dedset. He's going to be going down, and that is going to be Outlaws taking it out 5-0.
No contest.
No contest whatsoever. GG's coming out. That's good to see, but, oh yeah. You're really going to want a bit of a reset there, aren't you, if you're Dedset. 5-0. think Outlaws obviously going to be very, very happy with that one. So on to the next map, I guess. And
yeah, not what we expected. I expected an even but scrappy game.
Yeah.
But that was just a stomp.
Exactly, it was a stomp when we had some of those rounds that were so close anyway, you know, with the 3K clutch coming out there from the Outlaws and all manner of things. So
yeah, it really shouldn't be happening though for a team at this level. Dedset.
Yeah, getting 5-0. And like you said, you know, they repeated the same thing on the defense, you know, multiple times. Every single time it didn't work for them. You know, I wonder whether tonight is any different for them in terms of, you know, their IGL or whether someone else is calling the strats or who knows. But either way, something definitely needs to change in the Dedset camp, I think.
It could
just
be the map. Maybe borders not really to their liking.
Yeah.
Like obviously that was an Outlaws pick, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, maybe they've decided, well, you know, we've got them on 2 maps that we want, maybe one that we don't. Let them have their map. You know, we'll give it a go, but like, you know, we're probably not going to win it. Let's focus on ahead. And you know, if we lose, it's not tilting. Like we know that. So maybe they're going to show up more stronger on the next map. So let's see.
Well, yeah, I guess we'll find out pretty soon, and we'll be going straight into it. Of course, no break before that next one because that was just such a fast one to kick us off here in this second game. And you know, we saw the overtime to start us in the first match tonight, and just like that, a 5-0 in the first map there for Dedset and Outlaws. So, look, our next map is Oregon, is it? Or
Clubhouse.
Clubhouse. Yeah. Yes, Clubhouse. Yep. That's it. So, Clubhouse next up. Expecting anything different there?
See, Clubhouse for me, like it's probably been the most played map in all of the Pro League.
Yep.
Like around the world, I feel. That and Oregon. Whereas, you know, Border is a DLC map, like obviously one of the first DLC maps, but it's taken a bit longer to come into like the map pool. So lots of strats and like everyone knows how to play Clubhouse. Yep. So I don't, judging off that showing, I really don't know how Dedset are going to go on this one.
Well, I think it's just about time to find out. GLHF's coming out, round 1, just about to roll out. So let's find out what operators we're going to be seeing here on the Clubhouse.
So they're going to go for the Church Arsenal room. So very similar to Oregon, it's the basement. Right? It's very hard to get into. You're going to have to, you know, so few avenues you got to take control of. So we're going to see the pulse. Oh, wait, I thought I saw a pulse. No, they must have changed it up. We got a castle though. I could have sworn I saw it. They must have changed it while I was looking away.
Nice castle. I like that. In the meantime, the attackers, guys on Dedset, have got the buck. And also going to be going with the Habana Thermite and Ash. So, again, we have seen that one before. Ella coming out for Outlaws as well, which I like.
But no Legion, so there was that Caliber. He's changed over to Castle, so he's going to try and funnel them. I suppose we could also see Legion work as a funnel as well. If he puts his goo mines down in the right spots, he'll funnel them into, you know, make them retreat or like, you know.
Yep.
We're going to have to pause to take the barb out, and that's when you pounce. That's when you run around the corner and shoot them in the head.
Yeah, effectively a stun, isn't it, really? Right now, Rock is going to be coming around. What's he going to be doing? Putting up a little...
Yep, reinforcing these hatches. Now, Clubhouse is not a map we normally see very many roamers on. Yep. Especially because it's so easy to isolate. Like, there's almost like 3 separate wings around this central bar area. Okay. And so, like, you know, if they're in one, if you take control of the bar, they're going to have a hard time getting out of there. But judging by this setup and how they've used this castle, they're going to be playing a few operators over and up in this bar, and they're going to try and hold control of it.
Right. Okay. It's interesting. Yeah, they're definitely getting as many walls up as they can and really reinforcing it. So let's see how well that works out for the Outlaws. There's Rock there throwing down a few of the Grismot mines on Ella.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're going to know how to attack this, the Dedset crew.
Yeah, how do you attack something like this?
I suppose you could just push straight for the bomb site. Yeah, actually, I have seen this before. We saw them try this last week And it failed miserably for them, if I remember, against who they face up against, Athletico or Taboo? I think it was Taboo.
Oh, that was so close. If he just waited a little second longer, then Moist would have seen JD walk across there. But he doesn't. JD gets away with his life. The Outlaws only takes, I think, 1 bullet for the trouble, maybe.
So yeah, they've surrounded this area and they're going to start pushing onto it in just a moment. But I think they're going to be ready for this. What we saw Taboo do is they took control of the floor above this one and started shooting down on them. So that forced them out of there. But we've got Rock playing there to try and stop that. But wow, what a shot there from Moist.
Yeah, nice little kill there from Moist. We're going to be seeing Sicario now pushing in. That's going to be Bobo going down. Sicario secures the kill on that one. Still 18 bullets left in the chamber there for the R4C. Rock going to be coming around nice and quietly as Executor does send up that drone. Rock not going to be firing at that one.
Yeah, now it's seen him, so he will.
Yep. Okay, in the meantime, we see downstairs Sicario is flashed now. He's not in any immediate danger from the looks of things.
So Rock's really trapped upstairs right now, and they're probably just going to ignore him and watch the staircase and see if he tries to decide to leave. He could get out by like running out one of the windows, but he's going to get detected by being outside. So he's just going to sit here. Look, he's got a window pre-prepped to jump out. He's going to do just that.
Easy. There he goes. So he will be spotted, but he should be able to come back in pretty soon.
But now he's just as effectively trapped up in this upstairs area. In fact, Moist is just shift-Wing right towards him. And
there you go. Rock actually takes him out. So good little response there from Rock. I'm using that Scorpion well.
Moist was just too eager to go for that kill, which has, been the Dedset motto, it would seem.
Yeah, exactly. Doss, in the meantime, taking out Shaq. So Dedset losing another one. They're going to be 2 on 3 at the moment, actually in favour of Dedset. Another one goes down. Sicario finding Rock there. And now only Caliber is alive for Outlaws. 5 seconds left, though.
And the plant's going down, but it's just going to be a one-on-one, though, as it's all up to Derp as his teammate Executor is down.
There you go. So not going to be able to get the res up there. Bomb is starting to tick away. And Executor is going to fall pretty soon. So Caliber's going to know it's 1v1. Oh, there we go. Shots coming out, not Derp. Not going to be finding them. Caliber shooting some more. He's got 11 bullets left in the clip. Finds him and will go for the defuse. Good play there from Caliber. Oh, close one though for the Outlaws.
It seems like whenever we get into those clutch kind of situations, it's the Outlaws coming out on top.
Yeah, well, exactly. They proved it in that on that first map, and they've just proved it again. Caliber keeping his cool. Again, so few bullets left in the clip, but he made them count. There you go. So 1-0 on the first round there on Clubhouse to the Outlaws.
That round really felt like it was going in Dedset's favour. Like they start off really well.
Yep.
But they just try to keep up that aggression. And, yeah, Moist going down trying to chase the Ella when all he had to do was watch those stairs. That's the only staircase out of there. He's got him trapped. He could wait for support. Just the players falling down around him. And then Sicario also, it was the 2-on-1 with, of course, also the extra one downed.
Yep.
He just walks backwards down the hallway and gets shot from the side. They had no idea where Caliber was as the last member standing. So I don't know, just a few silly mistakes coming out from Dedset once again.
Yeah, they could just tighten the bolts, couldn't they? So to speak. But let's see if they can do it this round. They are on the defensive side now. So let's see how they're setting up.
So yeah, we're going to see an Ella. Once again, one of the new DLC operators. We haven't seen the attacker Yang yet of the new DLC operators.
Oh, we haven't, have we? The anchorable flashbangs, the Candelas.
They work really well too, because she doesn't get flashed by them. It's you toss them out and run right in after them. Everyone's flashed up, whereas you've got full vision. There is a spot for them, I believe.
Yep. Okay. Well.
Right, so we see Sicario apparently banned it right now, but he's really thermite. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's a good one. I was about that, but do see some barbed wire going down there in those tunnels, and a nice little shotgun to the drone. That'll definitely finish it off.
So this is a common strategy we see. The team's going to hold this this construction tunnel, and the other team's going to try and force them out of it, because that tunnel leads right into one of the bomb sites and kind of cuts it in half. It's so important for the attackers to try and gain control of that if they want to start making angles onto the bomb sites from different angles.
Yeah, we saw that last night as well, didn't we, in the MF game, MF Corvida game, I think.
The one after.
Sorry, the one after.
Yep.
That was it. So, yeah, you're right. Definitely a strong position to try and take for the attackers. As we see some very fancy footwork there from DOS, the Outlaws.
The best way to open up that hatch, because that hatch, like around the floor around it, is very destructible. If you're trying to run in there to open up that hatch in the C4 from below, you're dead. So they gotta, repel on the outside to do that one. So Rock's going to be trying to send his Twitch drone on in here, all sneaky-like, and he's going to try and take down this mirror window here.
Oh, there we go. Oh, did he get it?
Yep, he's got that one.
He's got it, nice.
He's just got to go for this other one now. Easy as you like.
Too easy. Gets a little zap onto, was that the mirror? Someone else there as well. So Rock's going to be pretty happy with himself as Sicario getting some shots across. Ooh, very, very close there. Rock not going to be able to find the killers. In the meantime, JD's getting nice and close. This is looking dangerous now for the defenders. DOS actually does manage to take down Executor. Moist responds with a kill on towards JW, evening it up a little bit. 1 minute left.
So yeah, we see Therma off the table and Blackbeard off the table. So they're not going to be opening up any more reinforced walls unless Havana's got any of those charges left over. But I don't know. We've seen Sicario do some nice work in this back corner here, putting down those bandit batteries at the right times.
Yep. There we go. He's looks like he might be putting down another one of those ones. Some shots coming in back towards Bobo. See Rock just looking down there, peeking just a little bit. He's actually going to be jumping down there as Bobo's actually managed to find Sicario. Some shots coming out from Rock. He's not going to find his target. Derp is slowly going to be walking up towards there. Rock retreats back to the corner. Oh, and DOS actually finds Moist. Shaq still up. Going to be peeking back, but does not work. Bobo takes him out. Rock takes out Derp, and that is going to be a win there for the Outlaws.
Once again, they just haven't picked up a single round yet, these Outlaws. Oh, sorry, the Dedset lads.
Yeah. Look, and that was very nice play, I thought, there in that last little kind of few seconds by the Outlaws. You know, nice. They kept their calm, you know, retreated a little bit when they needed to, made peaks at the right time. That was a nice bit of play. Oh, is this an Echo?
Yes, and so Echo is played quite often on this hold as well. So this will be for the bar and the stockroom hold, mainly because we saw a bit of Montagne play on this attack for quite a bit, and you can use the Echo to also force Montagne to stop using his ability. And of course, like, see how this bomb site's shaped? It's like a big tube almost, right? Like one bomb in the, and like it's kind of hard to hold like from inside. So the Echo they've picked up to, you know, when it gets down to that last clutch moment, he's hiding in the corner, he can use it to deny the plant. And we actually see it fairly often, I feel, as an Echo using his drone to win the rounds in the very last second. It's just because like these rounds so often come down to those last 10 seconds and such. Like, I don't know, just teams don't seem to have a great sense of timing in terms of getting stuff done earlier than normal so they can account for anything that goes wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, this bomb site's kind of hard to hold, and like the Echo's the idea behind that if they need it.
Okay, well, let's see how that works out for the Outlaws. In the meantime, looks like Dedset going to be going with again some pretty standard operators there. They've got the Buck, they've got the Blackbeard. Thermite, of course.
Yeah, I think tonight we've seen like quite a lot of Buck, like more than I'd normally expect.
Yeah, I've been liking seeing how, you know, the Bucks generally been getting those walls down pretty quickly with the underbarrel.
Just look at this aggression from the Outlaws side, like.
Yeah, Caliber pushing out all the way to there, wasn't he?
Yeah,
it's insane.
They're just like, you know. And just Dedset just don't know how to respond.
Yeah, there's just so much pressure on Dedset right now. You know, they don't have time to think. That they definitely don't have the luxury of just going for a nice, slow kind of strat, whatever they had in their minds before the round. They've really got to play reactive here, haven't they?
Well, they're on attack, and I bet you they're feeling like they're on defense, just the way these Outlaws guys are attacking them right now.
Yeah, for sure. So Sicario here on the Ash. Oh, as in the meantime, it looks like Calva's actually taken down Shaq with the C4 there.
Mm-hmm. I don't think he knows where that was from. Sicario's tried to one back, but I think Moist has got his back turned to where some enemies could be.
Yep. There we go. So DOS there actually spotted out Executor. That's not going to come to anything though, as Executor does actually take down some of that floor. He's actually using that underbarrel at the moment. Could be flicking back to the AR any time.
He's only got one shotgun shell left. He can't use that anymore.
Interesting.
He hasn't seemed to have done too much damage either. Like, normally see a lot more done, but...
Nope. JD, in the meantime, with the MP5 SD, has taken down Moist. So it's Caliber actually taking down Sicario. So Dedset suddenly, just like that, it is now a 3-on-2, I should say, as Executor takes down JW to even it out a little bit for Dedset. And now Executor here is going to be slowly pushing in. Not Derp is leading, though, on that Thermite. They've still got 2 members up. Just about full HP on both of them. Some gas coming out, though.
Yeah, 30 seconds to go. They're going to have to start moving fast, and they're just going to walk right into the Outlaws members waiting crosshairs at this rate, I feel.
Yeah, well, there we go. That's what's going to happen. And Caliber even manages to cross there. I think that might be a bit of a mistake there from Derp, letting him cross without that, without punishing him. So Caliber is still going to be up. Is Derp going to go for the push? He is, and he is actually going to win it. Does manage to knock Caliber down, finishes him off with a pistol. In the meantime, we see that DOS took down Executor. DOS actually finishes off Derp. And again, DOS going big for Outlaws. Outlaws taking another win.
That was rather comical, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He missed his 2 shots with a shotgun while the pistol was firing all around him, and he gets the kill, and then he drops the hatch. But we've seen 8 rounds in a row for the Outlaws. 8 rounds in a row. When you put it like that, it is crazy. Dedset, they must be having an off night. They didn't have their wheat bix this morning. It really is not looking too good. It's got to be more than that, though. Like,
yeah, but exactly.
Maybe
I
Outlaws have just picked it up. Like,
they're
so for example,
pretty good.
Rock, he used to be on Corvidae, and then he was on another team called Surmount, which actually qualified, I think, 5th.
All right.
However, that team disbanded. So this is what where he's ended up on. And so maybe he has been the catalyst for that team to pick them up to that next level. Yeah, 3-0, 8-0 if you think about it, with including the other map. They're looking super strong, and Dedset are just looking like they don't want to be here.
Yeah, exactly. I wonder if we could take a look at the scoreboard right now just to see where everyone's sitting in terms of kills. There we go. And yeah, so DOS is looking really good at the moment. Of course, we did have the reset at 6-1 there. In the meantime, only 3 kills for the top fragger of Dedset, Moist.
Shaq's with that donut, and he's normally that big fragger I spoke about. Like, he did do some nice work on border.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
There you go. So, definitely a rough night here for Dedset. Looks like the Outlaws going to be pushing through that tunnel. Doesn't actually look like too much contention in at least.
Yeah, well, they've changed up the bomb site now. They're defending the bar. They have no need to, but, you know, at least they're, you know, changing it rather than continuing to beat their head against that wall.
Right. Well, that's good at least. A little bit of change. Let's see if that works out for them. It's, we are going to be seeing a few shots up against that wall. Sicario rotating a little bit here, making some moves. We do hear that all going down now. A few explosions around the place. Nothing too crazy as DOS gets that drone out.
Yeah, so we saw Caliber come in from underneath. Rock opened up the wall for him. And these members of Outlaws, they're just aggressing on the bomb site. They're not even droning out properly. Like, Rock had no idea Sicario was there till he started shooting. Now he's just going to hold the angle onto him, wait for him to peek once again.
Yeah, good luck Sicario, isn't it? Oh, there you go. Good luck Sicario, and luck is not on his side as Rock takes him out. So it's going to be one down there for Dedset. Caliber, in the meantime, has actually been knocked down pretty low on Blackbeard. He's still alive, though. Shaq, in the meantime, here for Dedset. Looking pretty strong. The Grismont mines are already out. Haven't seen them have too much impact so far. Oh, no. Big flash coming in towards Shaq. Are they going to capitalise on it? Yes, there's one kill on towards Caliber, actually, from Not Derp.
So he's come in from behind. And Moist has also got himself one. It's now a 2-on-4. This could be the first round here for Dedset.
Yeah, this is looking good unless we can see something big here from JD or... Oop, some shots actually coming out on towards JD. JD does find one on towards Shaq, and he actually doesn't take too much damage himself in return as Bobo, they're going to be trying to fire some shots on towards West. 3-on-2 right now, 48 seconds left. The Outlaws, they've come back from worse, but can they do it again? Shots coming out. A drone out as well.
They're just going to make sure it's safe, and they're going to try and go and stick that plant down. Let me tell you, though, it's not really going to work because they've just opened up the hatch above them. Oh. So he's going to go and try and plant, and he's going to get shot from above.
You go, and there's only 24 seconds left, so they really don't have much time to play with, do they?
So yeah, this is the much smarter place to plant. They can't really see him from above. However, we just need to execute it to peek out here, and he can take him down, but he doesn't see him.
Oh, there's a kill on towards Bobo. Only one left now for the attackers. It's going to be JD. He's going to be going down. Good. Finally, a win for Dedset. They needed to win that one.
Yeah, no 10-0. That's not what we want to see tonight. Dedset picking up their first round, finally stopping that 8-round stampede.
There you go. I like that. So, Dedset right there. Looking pretty good. Yeah, finally, I guess. And like you said, they changed it up a little bit. That might be just what they needed to get the momentum swinging back their way. And now that they've actually proven to themselves that they can win around here against the Outlaws, hopefully, for their sake, we get a little bit more. As we've got the operator picks coming in now. Ying, Bar, Cabana, Thermite, and Ash.
Well, so that's the first Ying we're seeing tonight.
Yeah, right.
No, he's changing.
Oh, he's trolling us. Shaq, please. Going to be going with a Blackbeard.
We are seeing Pulse out of caliber now. So Church Arsenal Room is going to try and go for some cheeky C4 through the floor.
Cheeky. And yeah, so going to be sitting up down the bottom there. There's a good few shotgun shots. Tell you what. Not like to be the owner of this property. Gets trashed every single time.
That's right. Every 3 minutes it'll fix itself.
Yeah, there you go. But right now, it's looking like nothing too crazy coming out in terms of the defense. Would you say?
In terms of operator choice, no. I really don't think they're going to be doing their super heavy defense up top again. No, they're not, and they're we can tell because they're reinforcing their hatches rather than the walls. We are going to have Rock roaming once again. As I said, not normally roamers. Let's see how he does. Like, he did. Remember how he jumped out that window when he probably shouldn't have survived that thanks to Moist just playing too aggressive. He really should have no impact on the round if Clubhouse is played properly.
Yeah. Well, let's find out if
Shaq's
that is
exposing himself to him right now. From the window, that's where Rock is, up to his right. Ooh, grenade.
Grenade on towards DOS. There you go. Surely that's got to be a little bit expected. With them pushing in towards that tunnel there. But either way, good kill early on here for Dedset. Taking one down. The Outlaws starting with the momentum in their favour once again in this round. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left.
Rock is so close to Moist right here, and I don't think either of them knows it.
Oof. Yeah, Rock now very, very close indeed. He is actually spotted out by that drone. So will be Sicario actually coming in, getting some shots towards him. Yeah, that's a two-way crossfire. That's never going to end well. Suddenly Outlaws, they're 2 men down. 5 on 3 right now, so it's looking pretty good for Dedset.
It's a bit strange as to why Rock was doing that. I think he was trying to bait out some shots, or he just couldn't decide if he wanted to go through that door or not, running back and forth in front of it. Yeah. Strange.
Not the best option. Obviously, didn't go too well for him. But there we go. We're actually getting some shots out. Executor goes down now. I think that was Caliber doing the work. Not sure if he'll be revived or not, but we're seeing the heartbeat sensor coming out now from Caliber. Some holes up the top roof right now as well. Bomb has been located.
Oh, they've dropped the diffuser on site. It was on the hatch, and they just opened up the hatch. It's just fallen onto the bomb site.
Unfortunate.
It's probably not going to come back to bite them, but that could. If they have to change their angle of attack, they're going to have to come and get that thing.
Oh, yeah, there we go. That's one. Oh, no, not one more drone down. Moist's drone still actually stays up. Caliber trying to do some work now with the ump. We can see Shaq actually pushing very, very close. Caliber knows that some of those guys might be dropping in from the ceiling fairly soon. Oop, there we go. Caliber spotted. Gets taken down, though. Shaq wins that duel, and suddenly it's a 2 on 5. Outlaws not looking good.
30 seconds to go, though. If they want to win this one, it's probably going to be from time.
And JD actually does manage to find Moist, and it's not going to be a kill there for Bobo. Only JD is left up, and he does manage to find Shaq. That's going to be a plant, and yep, Executor finishes him off. So another round on the board there for Dedset. Starting to look a little bit better.
2 in a row.
2 in a row. It's a good start. It's a good start. And it's going to make it overall 3-2.
Maybe they just needed to, you know, get that first round on the board,
yeah,
so they can find their feet.
Maybe. Well, let's see. We've got they've got some kills on the board there. Shaq, he's got 3 kills now. He was on the donut before. You know, he's found his footing a little bit, and I think the Ying do last round. I forget who was actually playing on the Ying.
No, they were going to pick the Ying, but then they swapped
sorry,
him
of
out.
course. Yeah, that's right. They swapped him out for the Blackbeard. Oh well. Worked out, didn't it?
Yeah. I still want to see some Ying play. Like, even on this map, I really think there is a spot for her in the meta.
I hope we see some Ying. But right now, just going to be seeing Dedset setting up for the defense, seeing if they can pull another defense round out here on Clubhouse.
So Shaq's gone for the yellow once again. I feel like he's been a mixed bag with the yellow so far. Like, you know, such a good gun, good speed. You know, he's got a sight on a pistol. The only operator with a sight on a pistol, for crying out loud. Like, he should probably be fragging up a bit better.
You'd want to see more than 3 frags so far, particularly from you know, someone like Shaq, who has, you know, that pedigree expected of them in fragging. But right now, seeing JW there, or JD rather, getting some thermite on towards the tunnel entrance.
And they're still setting up here. That's a bit strange.
Yeah, taking their time to set up, I guess.
Maybe they're just making some slight adjustments like we saw with Mookie, just changing his barbed wire's position by the pixel.
Yeah. Putting the final coat of paint on, so to speak. There we go. We've got the action coming out there with the EMP grenades. I love the Union Jack on the top of those. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
DOS coming out with the drone again, seeing if he can spot anyone early on. I don't think anyone's going to be in there, so he's going to know it's fairly clear for now from the looks of it.
Yeah, I very doubt there's going to be any roamers. Like, we did see, we talk about, you know, Ella as that roamer, but even she's playing on the bomb site right now.
Yeah. There you go. So
going for that anchor, you know, get us out of here if you can kind of hold.
Yeah, I think Dedset looking pretty confident. Outlaws really going to have to take the fight to them this round. There's no easy kills so far from Dedset, but we do hear some footsteps. Executor just going to be spamming up, not finding too much with the MP5K. As Derp actually gets dropped down a little bit. Takes a few shots. Already some smoke coming out.
So that's what they're going to use the smoke grenades for on this map, or for this hold. They're just going to try and hold this tunnel for as long as possible and time up, and maybe even win the fight here, but no, that's not going to be. Caliber goes low, but ultimately that shield saves his life.
Yeah, there you go. That's the Blackbeard shield coming in. And that's why you pick him, I guess, because he can win those sorts of peaks. And we're going to see some drops now, and Bobo's going to come around. There we go. Executor in a lot of danger and goes down. And Shaq actually found some more kills actually. Rock finding Sicario. Caliber putting another on the board for the Outlaws as Shaq shuts down DOS after that. But now the bomb is down. Oh, and there you go. Rock takes down Shaq to end the round.
We'd have to see Shaq clutch ace there if he wanted to take that round for his team. But now we're on match point, aren't we? 4-2.
Yeah, that was just a really clean execute, I felt, from Outlaws there.
Yeah, I really, like, who was it playing mute at the back of the site? I want to say Derp. No, was it Derp? I don't know. Whoever was playing at the back of the site was just playing too safe. And like suddenly we have 1 drop, then 2 drop, then 3 drop.
Yeah, this is nothing you can do at that point,
Yeah, they just all peek him at the same time, and he's dead.
Yeah,
he doesn't even get one of them, which is, you know, probably like the best, well, you know, probably the bare minimum you want from that situation. You know, they're dropping into barbed wire. He should really be capitalising on that and taking that round win for himself.
Yeah, well, that's a bit disappointing there, but hopefully he can get back into it there. As Well, look, some big players coming out from Outlaws, and I think that might just be enough to knock Dedset off their momentum, off their kind of train, if you will. That they were obviously just riding to get those 2 round wins. So, yeah, it's not looking good for Dedset now. 1 round away from not only losing this game, but from being knocked out.
Saying farewell to Pro League. Yep.
Ooh, pressure's on now. Pressure is on the Dedset guys. 4-2. They've not only got to win this one, but then the next one to just draw it 4-4 and go into overtime. So, and then they've got to win another map after that. They've got to win Cafe.
I really don't feel confident for them though either. Like they just haven't shown us, what they're made of tonight.
No, it doesn't look like a team that is going to just turn around and win a map. To me, at least.
When they won those 2 rounds in a row, I was like, all right, here we go.
Yeah.
But no.
Oh, well. Well, look, we both picked Dedset, didn't we?
Yeah. I always say I'm happy to be proved wrong, as long as it makes for great entertainment.
Yeah, there you go. So, well, we're going to be jumping back into that one very, very shortly. But for now, I think it's a good time just to sit back, take a little bit of a breather, and have a think about how that one was going and what Dedset can do and need to do, really, to come back into it.
I suppose the fact that, Dedset have now got a moment to just, maybe have a chat.
Yeah,
While we're getting back into this one. Yeah, it's probably going to play into their favour, but, they could probably have another person on the server and they'd still be losing it, the rate this has been going.
Yeah, it would just turn into a 4v1 clutch instead of a 3v1 clutch in Outlaws' favour, I guess.
Yeah,
yeah, that's definitely not looking too good for them. But who knows, maybe we'll see the comeback of the century here. That's what I like to see. Or at the very least, I want to see some more awesome plays so I can put them on Twitter. Yeah, I don't know.
What stood out tonight? Yeah.
Tonight we've had, the 3K, I guess that was nice.
That clutch.
1v3 clutch, yeah. Trying to think what else, really.
Maybe just in the previous round, I think we saw Rock run on border. He runs in, jumps through the window, gets one, runs around the corner, gets another. That was
yeah. That was nice. That was nice. Yeah, definitely.
Emo Ren's flick onto the drone.
Oh, that was technical.
Yeah, but
perfect.
The fact that he can do it so consistently with such high sensitivity just blows my mind.
Yeah, that's right, because Emo is a high sense player, isn't he?
Yeah.
So, there you go. But guys, if you have seen an awesome clip from tonight's stream, then definitely tweet at us. We'll make sure we share it out, I'm sure. At ESL Australia, tweet with the hashtag R6PL. I know we've been getting a lot of tweets in, and I think the tweet from last night about the camera, it's up to like 120 retweets or something now, and it's absolutely fantastic to see that sort of traction on ANZ Rainbow Six, even if it is of the funny moments variety, should we say?
Yeah.
So. But it would actually be really fun to see like a compilation of just funny moments from this season of Rainbow Six Pro League here in ANZ, or not even just ANZ, in the whole of APAC, because I'm sure that there's been a fair few across the board in Japan, Korea, Southeast Asia as well. But definitely a big shout out to all of our admins who run all of the Rainbow Six APAC kind of leagues as well, or divisions, if you will. I know we've got guys, like I said, out Korea, Japan, and Southeast Asia. They'll do a fantastic job. So, if we have any viewers out there, definitely check out all of the various channels. I know it's all on ESL Play, so head on there and so you can see what is coming up in your region. Oh, but I think we've had a nice little break there, Mookie Fist. It's been good. We've reset ourselves a little bit. Hopefully Dedset have reset themselves from that loss. And Outlaws, honestly, I just don't think they're going to be too phased heading into this next one.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably only going to see another 3 minutes on the server, and that's GG's. Good night.
Yeah, there you go. Time to head on home after that one, but not just yet. Maybe there's a glimmer of hope that we can see something big here coming out of Dedset. Maybe this is the time, like you were saying, that it does need to come to a clutch situation for some of these teams to actually try out the crazy operator picks. Maybe here is where we do see, I don't know, I forget if they're on the attack or not, but maybe the Ying coming out. I don't know, what else could we see?
I wouldn't be surprised to see as a desperation pick a Caveira come out. So, you know, try and get an interrogation of, and, you know, if you do that, you've practically won the round. You know, you get wall hacks for about, 10 seconds, I think. You know,
yeah,
it's hard not to lose then.
Yeah, well, there you go, exactly. But guys, I've just been informed that we'll be going to a very short 2-minute break, but do not go anywhere, because right after this, we're going to see if Dedset can come back from desperation and turn the tides against the Outlaws. Alrighty, welcome back, guys. And I tell you what, we have got a little bit of unfortunate news for any of you Dedset fans out there, because I have been informed by our admins on the break who have double-checked, and they have actually confirmed that the round did play on there just at the end, and it was actually won by the Outlaws. So, like you said, there was only 3 minutes left on the server anyway. So, there you go, a win to Outlaws.
Yep, and so we can see what implications that's had on the brackets. Dedset are gone. Are gone. But Outlaws are going to have to face up against Athletico next week. How much longer are they going to be staying in this competition? Yeah,
well, that's a good question. I mean, they did, honestly, I felt they did really, really well tonight. And obviously Athletico coming off the back of a 2-0 loss to Taboo. I'm actually really excited to see that match next week between Athletico and Outlaws. So, look, I'm hoping the Outlaws can really take it to them and at least make it a close match, if not, maybe even win.
Yep.
Who knows? But Taboo and Athletico, obviously we saw that match earlier tonight. That was a 2-0. It's going to mean that Taboo ends up with a group standing of position number 1 out of this group tonight. So good stuff there from Taboo. And look, I think looking over on the Group A side, why don't you run us through how this is looking at the end of this week, Monkey Fist?
So we saw Corvidae go down to Mind Freak in probably the biggest shock so far. Well, of course, with Athletico and Taboo kind of in the same boat, I suppose. Like, yeah, 2-0 to the team we didn't really expect. And of course, so next week we're going to be seeing Corvidae facing up against Scylla. Corvidae are probably going to demolish Scylla.
Yeah.
Their game against Oracle was scrappy, not like the kind of play we saw from Outlaws tonight.
Right.
So Athletico are probably going to have a tougher time taking on Outlaws than Corvidae are going to have against Scylla.
Okay, well, I'm excited to see that one as well. We'll see how that goes. Maybe Scylla will be boot camping, making up a few new strats across this week. Who knows? But all I know is that I have had a fantastic time casting it tonight with you, Muggy Fist, and I am very much looking forward to getting back into the saddle next week.
Me too, me too.
Alrighty, guys, so we are going to head off right now. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next week for the Rainbow Six Pro League.